unseen warfare is something that all of us are called to, and that is the most difficult war or battle or struggle that we will ever be involved in, because the enemy is yourself.
This is about knowing the one true God and doing many things that the world would consider impractical, because we want to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
With man it is impossible. With God, all things are possible.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? How's everyone doing, guys? Y'all having a beautiful Thursday? I'm gonna light a candle for this stream. We gonna go vanilla cedar wood today, man. I'm feeling like it's gonna be a good stream today. That's why I'm lighting a candle. I'm feeling like it's gonna be a good stream today. All right. Feeling like it's gonna be a good stream today. What y'all think, guys? What y'all think? Let me know. Locked in. Vanilla favorite flavor? Don't know about that one, Chief. What is the city in the background? I don't know. What city is it? Think it'll be weird? It's possible. Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be weird. Well, it's always kind of weird, so maybe it will be. I put a new, let me see. 4 hours, please. We'll see about that one, buddy. We'll see about that one, man. I put up a new little Discord bot to try to notify people when I go live, but I don't think it did. Unfortunately. Crazy, man. Crazy. Didn't even work. God bless. Yeah, God bless. God bless. I need a Discord nerd to help me out with that stuff. My first Discord bot for my server also didn't work. Yeah, I don't know what I just set it up too, like not even 30 minutes ago. I got all notifications on and my YouTube notification went off. W. Nick, God is multi-personal Muslim. Screw you. He has to be paying these people. Listen, I genuinely wish I was paying people to say the things that they said, because, bro, it's crazy. Gotta have the YouTube notifications. I know sometimes some people tell me they're like sometimes my my YouTube notifications don't come through, whatever. So I was like, you know what? Let me get a Discord bot up as well. Jay and Cat was funny. Did you get to watch? I only watched like some of it. But I might actually be debating Cap. Which would be hilarious. I might be debating Cap at some point. Modern Day Debate reached out to me, and he was telling me that he might want to have me debate him on, is the Trinity logical? Which would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, that would be hilarious. It would be funny. I barely catch your streams. They've been popping up more now. W algorithm. Heck yeah, W algorithm, bro. Let's get the TikTok live started so we can get some guests in here. Christian Trinity logical. Prove me wrong. And we'll see what we get into, guys. Cobb couldn't debate that topic even if he tried. I know. I was kind of shocked that Modern Day Debate reached out to me about that in particular. Because there's no way Cap. Like, I mean, Cap just debated Jay on on I think it was what, Trinity versus Unitarianism. Would you say the Roman Catholic Church as a complete false chart? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Man, I don't know why the Discord bot didn't work. Them things suck. I'm your fan, W Mans. Guest requests are open only if y'all disagree, guys. Please only come up if y'all disagree.
Hey, brother, I don't believe that you're living a life according to Christ, yeah? I think you're living a very sinful life.
Oh, how am I living a sinful life?
It's showing all over your face, bro. Like, you don't look very healthy, yeah? If you're taking good care of the temple of the Holy Spirit, you'd be looking healthy and fresh, bro. You don't be look so sick, yeah?
I guess I look sick, guys. Lord have mercy. There's something up with these people, bruh. I look sick. Sickly. He caught me, bro. Abduls are weird. It's like normally the first few guests are just straight up weirdos. Like genuinely straight up weirdos. From Ontario, Canada, what's up? How would you refute indexicals in the Trinity? I actually have a teaching on that on my Patreon. So if y'all want to learn how to refute that, join the Patreon, link in bio. That was a Muslim? Of course it was a Muslim. They always are. First time catching you live, W. Hello?
How's it going, brother? Respect.
What's up, man?
I wanted to show you something in the Quran. Like, they say this is the religion of peace. I wanted to show you something.
Yeah, we're just
I'm a
taking up
Christian.
guests that disagree right now, but I appreciate you, brother.
Respect. Jesus loves you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. What's up, LA? Good to see you, bro. Shameless Patreon plug. It's always shameless over this way. It's my channel. I'll plug whatever I want. Would you say the Roman Catholic Church is a false church? I mean, I'm an Orthodox, so what do you think? I know you playing, Gigo. I know. Teach Avery how to be on time. Listen, man, people got stuff to do, man. Avery's a busy guy, you know. If he's late, it happens. The Patreon is good though. The value is top tier. W. Did you see the debate between Jake and Juju? Yeah, I did see that. Nick needs to teach IP to be on time. Does IP not be being on time? Whenever I stream with IP, he's normally on time. Why these divs? What? I don't know, man. Christianity, Theological, prove me wrong. W stream, appreciate you, Catholic Sam. Is Logic joining this live? No. He ain't text me none. Yo, Nick, when's the next stream with Avery for some cook sesh? Probably soon. He has an event out west. I think it's this weekend or next weekend. So, how do we summon the Muslims? I don't know. Say Muhammad is immoral. You know, I've thought about maybe doing a topic like that at some point, that Muhammad's immoral. Like, and Muslims agree. Are you going to DebateCon to see God Logic and Hakikachu? I don't know. Maybe I'll be it. Maybe I'll end up debating at DebateCon. We'll see. We'll see. Wait, Nick, do you read both your chats on the same screen? You got separate. I mean, it's on the same display monitor, but I have two different setups for each. So, you know.
Why would you put this prompt, bro, knowing damn well it's not true?
What's not true about it?
All right, watch this, everybody. Is the one true God a man? Yes or no?
I mean, what's your referent when you say the one true God? Because the one true God
I
is
don't
many
have to. I don't
persons.
need to. It's one God. Christians worship one true God, right? Is he a man?
I'm just asking which referent are you referring to? Because to
Look at
us,
this.
God, are you doing an
Already.
internal critique or
Already.
not? Oh my
Yes, I'm
God.
doing
Okay,
an
if you're doing
internal. Would it be a true
internal critique,
statement to say the one true God is a man?
if your referent is the Son, then yeah.
I don't need. I don't want a reference. Is the one true God I
What the
worship
frick
as a
is the one
Christian?
true God if you don't have a referent, dude? What are you talking
Oh, so
about?
you don't know what the one true God is?
If you don't have a referent?
So why do you need to distinguish if it's one God, buddy?
Because it's multiple persons.
Oh, it sounds like you're just making excuses to worship three gods.
God, he's
Because if
so
it's
dumb, bro. Does he represent Muslims? Like, are y'all all this dumb? This is insane. Like he's just so dumb. You know, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, bro, I'm blocking Adam, bro. I can't even talk to this man no more. He's the dumbest person I've ever talked to. Yeah, I get tired of talking to dumb people. Speaking of dumb people, there's Dark Knight in the chat too. Well, I guess we got a lot of dumb people in here. Just kidding. Absurd. Hello. The Cure. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, yeah. Now, why did you run from my friend?
Who?
The guy that was just on, he literally baked you.
What's his
He
name?
was trying to show you that you had three gods and you ran.
What's his name?
Adam,
How did I run from Adam?
you ran from him.
How so? By me asking what the referent is? How's that running?
You took him down
Okay, so maybe you can explain the
because
argument
you're
then.
scared. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what is a true God if a true God has no referent?
If the true God has no reference,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't need to answer that question.
What do you
But
What do you
the
mean?
thing is,
What
listen,
do you
listen,
mean you don't
listen.
have
The
to
thing
answer
is,
that?
yeah,
He said he's referring to the true God, but without referent, and I said that doesn't make any sense, and you said I ran from. So how about you answer?
yeah, because if you have two persons, yeah, you have two gods.
Okay, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, what does it mean to refer to a
No,
God
no. He
without
was
referent?
saying, I'll tell you what he was saying.
I'm not. No, but I'm
He
asking a
was
specific question
saying,
because he didn't answer it. I'm wondering if you will. What is a God without a referent?
now you're just dodging. No, I'm gonna.
I mean, you can't make this up. You cannot make this stuff up. It's like, listen, I wish that I could talk to these people for longer. I wish that I didn't have to drop them dang near immediately. But it's just like they won't answer questions, and I don't get it. Grizzly with the town super chat. God bless you, family. God bless you too, bro. Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you, my guy. I mean, it's like I don't get it. I'd like to talk. I'd like to not have to drop these people after 5 seconds.
What's
Hello?
up?
Hey, what's going on?
Good, good. Hey, I got a question. Does Mary know that her son is the God that made her pregnant?
Yeah.
All right. Where do you base that from?
Church tradition.
Church tradition?
Yes.
Well, can you elaborate on that?
Yes, we believe via apostolic succession. We have church tradition and writings that come from the apostles that are outside the Bible.
Yes. Can you show me where Mary knew that her son that came out of her, before he came out, her son made her pregnant
Yeah,
with
both Chrysostom
himself?
and Damascus believe this, and they expound on this.
Yes. Can you read what they say about this?
Sure. If I read it, you're gonna accept that they say it, right? Not just gonna pull this up for no reason. Hello?
Yeah. If you read it, then I acknowledge that they said it. Of course. I would like to also
Cool.
read it myself.
All right, cool. I'll go to it. All right, I'll go to. We can go to Damascus. Damascus first. All right. So first we'll go to the text that he quotes. He quotes Luke chapter 1, verse 26 to 35. And in Luke 26:35, it says, "In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth to a virgin betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and said, 'Hail, full of grace, the Lord is with you.' But she was greatly troubled at that, saying, considered in her mind what sort of greeting this might be. And the angel said to her, 'Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son. You shall call his name Jesus, and he will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High. And the Lord will give him the throne of his father David.'" Okay, do you know why it's saying here first that he's saying the Lord will give him the throne of David?
You can expound.
Because in the Old Testament, it says the Messiah will be the one to take the throne of David, and that person will be God. So,
Well, my question was, can you show me where Mary was aware that the son that came out of her was the same son that made her pregnant?
was Mary a Jew?
Was Mary Jew? Yeah.
Okay, and in the Jewish scriptures, did the Jewish scriptures say that the Messiah will be God?
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 23.
And even if it does, it doesn't show that Mary was aware that it was her son that made her pregnant.
Well, we'll start off on the first. You said it doesn't, so let's see if it does. Okay, Jeremiah chapter
Yeah, but
23.
even if it does,
So now you're
haven't
switching
shown
it because
me
you
that-
worried that it actually might say that, huh?
No, we can look at it, but it's a different point. But we can look at it, no worries. But I will still.
It's not a different point
hold
because
you
if she was a
accountable
Jew,
to
then
my
she would
point.
have known who the Messiah is.
No. Where you know what? Let's just read. Make your point with this and the Old Testament, then we can go.
Okay,
to my
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 5 to 6. "Behold, the days are coming, says Yahweh, that I will raise to David a branch of righteousness. A king shall reign and prosper and execute judgment and righteousness in the earth." That's the Messiah. In his
Yeah,
days,
but it
Judah.
doesn't say the Messiah is God.
Oh, great. Good thing I'm not done reading yet. "In his
Oh, you're not
days,
done?
Judah will be saved and Israel will dwell safely. Now this is the name by which he shall be called, Yahweh our righteousness." So why does it say we shall call the Messiah Yahweh?
Can you repeat the verse?
"In his days, Judah will be saved and Israel will dwell safely. Now this is the name by which he shall be called, Yahweh our righteousness."
Yeah, well, you tell me.
Oh, maybe because he's Yahweh. Maybe because he actually is God.
All right. So now that you made your point,
So you agree that according to
can we
Jewish
go to
tradition, the
my
Messiah is
original
God,
point?
right? So I just want to make sure we're on the same page now before we move on. You agree according to Jewish tradition, the Messiah will be God.
I don't think that by one single verse I can make that big conclusion, right? Because
Okay, well, explain what the verse means then, if it's not that.
Yeah. So, what the verse mean? Well, first off, I have to look at the wording of the verse. Yahweh. I don't know if he was called Yahweh or Yeshua.
You don't know if Yahweh was God?
No, I'm saying I believe Jesus wasn't called Yahweh while he was on earth, right?
So I'm saying, why does the verse say to call the Messiah Yahweh?
So can you show me where the people call Jesus Yahweh?
I'm asking, why does it say to call him Yahweh?
Yeah, I would have to do research on that, but I know people didn't call Jesus Yahweh. Can you show me where they called him Yahweh?
Yahweh was a Hebrew word, so we're not going to find it in the New Testament. We can see later on, though, people who were writing in Hebrew, I believe Jerome may have wrote in Hebrew as well as Latin, called him Yahweh.
He called him Yahweh in which language?
Hebrew. That's the only way you can call someone Yahweh. Because Yahweh is a Hebrew word.
Right. And Jesus in Galilee, what did he speak?
He spoke Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek.
He didn't. He never spoke Greek out of his mouth.
Oh, he never spoke Greek? Okay, so then why did he quote from the Septuagint?
Well, he can quote it in the Greek language, but he didn't speak Greek in his daily life. It doesn't mean that he's now Greek,
Okay,
right?
so how did he speak to the
He can
Romans?
quote Greek. How did he what?
How did he speak to the Romans?
How did he speak to the Romans? Well, you tell me.
I'm asking you. How, you said he didn't speak Greek, so then how did he speak to the Romans?
Well, do you know the answer?
I'm asking you because you said, yeah, I know the answer. It's because he spoke Greek, but you disagree with that. So I want you to tell me how he spoke to the Romans.
But all of the inhabitants in Galilee, they all spoke Aramaic.
Great.
Mainly.
I'm not asking how did he speak to the people
So if he
in
maybe
Galilee
spoke-
or in anywhere else. I'm asking how did he speak to the Romans?
Well, I assume Greek.
Oh, so he did speak Greek.
I mean, sure, but it wasn't his, daily language, which was Aramaic.
Great. Never said it was. I said he spoke 3 different languages. So what's your point?
All right. So now my point is back to my original point. Can you show me a verse or biblical scripture outside of the Bible, or historic evidence where Mary was aware that the son that came out of her was the son that made her pregnant?
Why do you think she's called the Theotokos?
What?
Why do you think people attributed to her calling her the Theotokos?
Can you answer my question? Was she aware that her son made her pregnant? Yes
Brother,
or no?
according to tradition, yes.
So you still haven't shown me that she was aware. You
Okay,
just brought up
if
a
I show
verse
you
in
a
the
church
Old
father that
Testament.
says she's aware, are you going to admit she was aware?
Well, where did the church father get that from? Or
Here's
you
why I
have to
didn't
show
want to
me
bring
that.
up a church father. Bruh, they would have got it
No,
from
you can't.
apostolic
I mean,
succession. Do you even know what apostolic
yes,
succession
but
is?
look, can the church father just say that, without a verse or
No, the
event
church
happening?
fathers would have gotten it from one or two things, either apostolic succession or from the verses and the fact that she was a Jew, so she would have been aware of Jewish prophecy.
Yeah. So if she know that the son that came out of her was God and he made her pregnant, then why was she worried for 3 days thinking she lost God? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Where did she say that?
Yeah, it says in Luke.
Okay, where? Show me the verse that she was worried for 3 days that she lost God. Show me.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
Lord have mercy. We'll see, chat. We'll see if we can find a verse. By the way, Chico, I seen your comments and you said you're gonna join the Patreon, WMass. Oh, all right. Well, while we wait for him, y'all can come up if y'all disagree, or y'all can request up. I'll let y'all up after him, after this conversation finishes. Check your DMs whenever you can. Okay, I'll check my DMs after the live. I got you. When are we debating people together, twin? Whenever, Bueller. Whenever, bro. Mary lost God. He said in the 3 days and 3 nights that he was dead. So I hope he doesn't try to switch it to the temple.
Yeah, you can start with you can look at Luke 2:48.
And that's gonna have to do with his death? You said when he was dead for 3 days?
What are you talking? I never said death. What are you talking about?
You said when she lost him for 3 days and 3 nights.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Show me the verse where she lost him for 3 days.
He got lost. Yeah, he got lost, and then she was looking for him.
Oh, for 3 days and 3 nights?
Yeah, they
Oh,
were
okay. Show me the
looking
verse. Luke what?
2:48.
All right. Luke 2:48. So when they saw him, they were amazed, and his mother said, So when they saw him, they were amazed, and his mother said to him, Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I sought you anxiously. Which verse is the 3 days and 3 nights? Where's that at?
Yeah, so this story, I would have to look. This story, he was lost in Jerusalem for 3 days, and they were looking for him.
Show me which verse talks about that he was gone for 3 days. Show me that.
So wait, so If Mary was aware that
No,
she
I
gave
want you to
birth,
show me. Show me the verse.
can
I
you
don't
not
want you to
interrupt me?
lie. Show me the verse where it says he was gone for 3 days and 3 nights.
Who said 3 days, 3 nights? I said he was.
You said that.
Yeah, he was lost for a couple of days. Yeah,
Show me.
I can show you.
Oh dear Lord.
Yo, can you stop acting like a victim and
Bruh,
acting
show me the verse,
sighing?
dude.
I
Dang.
will. Calm down. Stop
Okay,
acting
just
like
go
a
find
victim.
the verse that you're not gonna find where it says he was gone for multiple days. Show me.
Yeah, Luke 2:46. I just baked you.
Okay, Luke 2:46 said. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Read it. Read it.
Oh gosh.
Look at
Okay.
him.
Let's
Look
read
at him.
Luke 2:46.
Read it.
Let's go to 2:46.
Read it. Look at him. He won't read it.
No,
He
I'll
will
show
embarrass
you. We'll
himself.
go to Luke
Read
2:46
it.
and I'll show you that it's after that verse. Okay.
Read it.
Luke 2:46. So that it was after the 3 days they found him in the temple sitting in the midst of the teachers. This is crazy. Was this after or before the verse that are these people like demon possessed or something? Do they don't
It's
actually
2
read
verses
context?
before.
Is this
Yeah, look
before or
at this
after the
dude.
verse we just read?
How long was he lost? 3
Oh
days?
my gosh. Was this before or after the verse we just read? This is crazy. It's like these people are demon possessed and they can't actually read anything. Was this
You just said
before
I
or
lied.
after the verse? Can we answer questions or can we not? This is insane.
Yeah, so
Is this
basically Luke
before or
2:46.
is this after the verse we just read?
This is 2 verses before, bro.
Okay, this is the verse before. This is 2 verses before. What happens between those 2 verses?
Yeah, so Jesus, he was in Jerusalem. He got lost for 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
Mary
Oh
was
my
looking
goodness.
for him anxiously. She was worried. She was crying. So did she know, if she knew that she gave birth to God, why would she cry looking for him? Oh,
Brother,
I lost
okay,
God.
2
I lost
things.
God.
First of all,
First off, you have to acknowledge that
okay, we'll just wait
I'm
till he
right.
stops yapping, then we'll answer.
Yeah.
Are you done?
So first off, you
No,
said
not
I
yet.
lied about the 3 days. I showed you he was lost
Oh, you
for 3
did.
days.
Yeah.
Second of
When
all,
you're done, I'll show you.
yeah. Second of all, Mary, you claim she was aware that she gave birth to God, but then she was crying for 3 days because Jesus was lost in Jerusalem.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Where did it
make
say
it make sense.
Where did it say he got lost for 3 days?
Luke 2:46.
Where does that say he's lost?
All right. Can you read
You
Luke
said he got
44?
lost for 3 days. Where does that say that?
All right.
You're showing me he was in the temple for 3 days. You said he got lost for 3 days.
Yes. All right. All right.
Dear
Go
God.
from Luke. Go from Luke 42 to 50. Read it.
Okay, and this is gonna say that he got lost, right?
Yes.
Okay, stop me when it says he got lost. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem according to the custom of the feast. And when they had finished the days as they returned, the boy Jesus lingered behind in Jerusalem. And Joseph and his mother didn't know it. But supposing to him have been in the company, they went a day's journey and sought him among their relatives and acquaintance. So when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem seeking him. Now it was after that 3 days. So what was he? Did he get lost or was he willingly in the temple learning?
He was lingered behind unknowingly of his mother and father.
So was he lost or was he in the temple learning?
He was lost. His
He
mom
was lost. So
lost
Jesus
him.
didn't know where he was.
What? Are you? His mother, Jesus.
Oh my God.
His mother lost him.
Jesus
looking for
wasn't
him. He was
lost. His mother didn't know he lingered behind. He was not lost.
Sure.
Dude, if I stay in the temple, am I lost? What does it mean to be lost? Like, I don't know how we have to explain basic words of Muslim. What does it mean to be lost?
You just flipped the narrative on me. Look at this guy. You're not slick, bro.
What does it mean to be lost? You said he was lost for 3 days and 3 nights. No, he wasn't. What does it mean to be lost?
I didn't say that. I said Mary lost Jesus for 3 days. She didn't know where.
So you didn't say Jesus was lost?
No. He was lost because his mother was looking for him.
What does it mean to be lost?
Yeah,
If I'm lost, what does that mean?
Yeah, so what I mean by that is that his mom didn't know where he was for 3 days.
No, what does it mean? If I'm
Jesus was
lost, what does that mean?
Why are you trying to flip the topic?
This is not flipped. You said Jesus lost 3 days. I'm telling you, you're lying. It says nowhere Jesus was lost for 3 days. So again, Can you
I'm saying
explain to
Mary.
me what does it
I
mean
didn't
if
say that.
I'm
I
lost?
said
What does
Mary
that
lost
mean?
Jesus for 3.
Oh my
I
gosh,
said Mary
dude,
lost Jesus.
what does it mean if I'm lost for 3 days? What does that mean?
Yeah, it means you're lost.
Wow, being lost means you're lost. Why you got me? What does it
Like
mean to
you
be
don't know.
lost? If I am lost, what does that mean?
Yeah, that you lost your direction where you are.
Oh, okay. Where does it
Yeah.
show that Jesus didn't know where he was?
I clearly said in the context that Mary didn't know where Jesus was in the beginning. I
Did
said
you or
this.
did you not say that Jesus was lost?
Yeah, Mary was looking for Jesus. So
Does
I
that
just
mean Jesus was lost?
I used the wrong words then.
Oh,
Don't worry
okay, now
about it.
you used the wrong
So
word. Oh
no,
my
no, no, no.
gosh.
But you know,
That,
no. But it doesn't have nothing to do with my original point. My point
oh
is,
my
if
goodness. You can't
Mary
make this
knew
stuff up, guys. You really can't.
my point was, if Mary knew Jesus was God, and why was she anxiously worried, crying for 3 days, looking for him in
Because she's
Jerusalem?
still a mother.
Because she's still a mother.
Because she's
So
still a
what?
mother.
So all right. So then, if she's still a mother, right? But she's the mother of God, correct?
Yep.
Then why would she be worried when she worships her son? Her son is God. Why would she be
Because she's
worried about
still
her
a
master?
mother and she still has, quote unquote, a defected nature. We don't believe that Mary had a perfect nature. We believe she was free from sin, but did not have a perfect nature. So since she still had a corrupted nature, she was still anxious about things that is not necessary to be anxious about.
All right. So what was she worried about?
It doesn't say.
So you know the context. She didn't know where Jesus was. And she was worried. And you in your head, you cannot make a conclusion why she was worried.
No, it doesn't say.
No. So what do you think she was worried about?
It doesn't
About
say. I'm not going to make conclusions when it's not there. It
obviously
doesn't
she's
say.
worried about Jesus being where he was. It's obvious.
She didn't know where.
Yes.
What
So
does that
that's why
have to
she
do with
was
anything?
Yeah, she was looking, worried for 3 days, obviously,
Wow, a
because she
mother was
didn't know where
worried
he
about
was.
her son. Wow, how does this prove Christianity logical?
Bro, you're basically worried about God's well-being. How does it
Be-
make sense?
Oh gosh, in the same
How
way, I
it's
can be
like
anxious and worried and say,
it's like,
"Hey,
hey,
oh my gosh." In the same way, I can be anxious and worried about an outcome of a situation, even though I know that God has control of all things, doesn't mean that I don't know that God is God.
and then when she found Jesus, God, she said, "Hey God, why did you do this? Don't do this again." Correct?
She said, "Hey God, don't do this again."
No, that's in my words. She said, "Why did you do this?" Look, go to read from
She didn't say.
like
Where did she
47 to
say don't?
50.
Where did she? 47
Read
to
from
what?
Luke 2, read from Luke 2, 47 to 50.
Okay, and she's gonna say, "Don't do this again."
Read,
I'm about to
man.
read it right
Oh
now.
my
Are you
God.
saying she's gonna say, "Don't do this again"?
Those were my words, like I
So
said.
she did. So you didn't say that. You just
It
lied,
doesn't,
right?
it doesn't literally.
It doesn't
No,
say
I
that.
said,
Okay. Let's read it now.
I said those are my words. Can you
Great.
read the
It's your
verses now?
words. You just lied on the text. Let's read
Yes,
it.
read the verses.
And all who heard him were astonished at his understanding and his answers. So when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Look, your father and I have sought you anxiously." And he said to them, "Why did you seek me? Did you not know that I must be around my father's business?" But they did not understand the statement which he spoke to him.
Right. And then can you read 2 verses more?
Let's continue reading 2 verses more. Then he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject to them, and his mother kept all these things in her heart, and Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men.
Right.
What about it?
Yeah, right. So, like I said in 50, she clearly didn't understand why he did this, right? And she said, "Why did you do this?" So she was questioning God. That's first of all. That shows she wasn't aware that he's God. Second of all,
Wait, if you question God, that means you don't know it's God?
yeah, no. if you get upset and you question God, of course,
If you question God, you don't know if it's God.
brother.
So if I ask and say, if I say, God, why did you let my life go in this path? That means I don't know I'm talking to God?
Well, that's a different context, obviously.
How
We're
you
talking
said
about
if
this
you
context.
question God,
Yes.
then you don't know it's God.
Yes. No. In this context, like,
Oh,
bro, if I question
only in this specific context.
Nick,
If
Nick,
you
Nick,
question
Nick,
God, you don't know it's God,
Nick,
huh?
listen, yeah, listen. When you speak and when you're finished, then I would like to speak. Let me know when you finish.
Great. I just want you to answer the question. If you question, so what is the criteria for questioning someone, meaning that
Okay.
you don't know their God?
Okay. Then let me respond without laughing like a
Sure,
little
as long
kid.
as you actually give me the criteria. Go ahead.
All right. Are you finished?
I'm finished. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So when she found Jesus, she questioned Jesus, God. She said, "Why did you do this?" Correct?
I didn't hear any criteria. I asked you a question. This is why I have to continue
Yeah.
interrupting you, dude.
No.
I asked you a
No.
question. What's the criteria? Do you even know the question I asked you?
Yes.
Can you repeat it back to me so I make sure you understand?
I'm not a robot. I'm not gonna
I'm
repeat.
asking you. I just want to
know
make
what
sure you
you're
understand the
asking.
question.
Yes, I understand the question.
What is it?
I'm not gonna repeat like a robot.
You're not repeating like a
Let me just
robot. This is a
answer.
conversation.
Let
I'm
me
asking
answer.
you, can you repeat back to me what I said so I know what you mean?
Look. Are you gonna let me talk or not?
Dude, answer the question, please. I'll stop talking. Don't ask me a question. Answer my question.
Brother, do you know my question to you?
I was the one that asked you a question. What are you
All right,
talking
no,
about?
I ask you a question
I'm
right now.
gonna ask one more time, bro. Just answer the question. If you don't answer the question, I'm moving on. Answer the question.
Yeah, so you're running. Yeah, run. Go ahead and run.
Okay, I will. Thanks very much for coming up. He he doesn't even know the question that I was gonna ask. He doesn't even know what I was gonna ask him. I mean, these people just make things up, you know? They don't know what they're talking about. He lied and said Jesus was lost for 3 days. This is nowhere in scripture that, so. Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm doing great. I have a message for everybody who listens that the one that they need is here, is on earth to bring everybody out of sin
And who is
and
that?
teach them righteousness. His name is Yosef Refugio Tehoya, the anointed one that Jesus spoke about that would come at the end.
Oh, where can we find him at?
Yeah, he's on TikTok teaching every day where every
Man, the
eye
Messiah
can see
on
him.
TikTok?
Absolutely. The cloud. As it was
Wow.
spoken of him.
Wow, the
Where else
Messiah is
you
on
gonna see the
TikTok
Messiah?
teaching.
Every eye see him on Messiah.
Your Messiah drives a Toyota Corolla and just preaches on TikTok?
Well, he preaches the truth, and nobody's able to reprove him for sin.
Where's he at? Tell
you
him come
wanna-
here. I'd love to speak with him.
If you want to come out of sin, yeah, he teaches every day. You should follow him and come on his live and speak and ask any question, and he'll answer any question.
Sure, what's his at?
Here, I'll put his name in the chat.
I need to, we guys, we gonna have some good TikTok invasions here soon, chat.
See?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a 7-year judgment, just so you'll be aware.
Oh, are we? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna go destroy your Messiah now here in a little bit. Whenever he's live, we'll have to see. Okay, next. Boy, Messiah preaching on TikTok. Hey, can you imagine the Messiah scrolling through TikTok and seeing like, bro, just like, he just scrolling through TikTok, watching TikTok, like girls TikTok dancing, bro. Who is the famous girls back in the day? It's like Charlie D'Amelio. Imagine your God, your Messiah, scrolling through TikTok, watching Charlie D'Amelio dances. Yo, I mean, like you can't make this stuff up, bro. Hello?
Damn, bro. Hairline gone. Spots on your face.
All right, no argument. Good to know. No argument for Islam. Hello?
I got a quick question. So, if one Christian came up to you and said that they believe one person incarnated, and another Christian came up to you and they believe one God incarnated. As long as God picks out Jesus, would you condemn either of them for being incorrect?
What'd the first one say?
Yeah, so if one Christian came to you and said they believe one person incarnated,
Uh-huh.
and another Christian came up to you and said they believe one God incarnated, as long as God here picks out Jesus, would you condemn either of them for being incorrect?
No.
Okay, so only in that context, person and God can be used interchangeably, right?
I don't think that's only in that context. That is definitely one context that can be used, though.
Okay, and when we quantify it, we can say one person incarnated and one God incarnated, and God is just going to refer to the person, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and if in any sense is it okay to say one God did not incarnate?
I mean, as long as you're referencing that it's the same one God, just a distinct person in reference, then yeah.
But when you say same one God, it's not the same one God, is it? Because the same one God would pick out Jesus as well. But since Jesus is not being picked out anymore,
It's
it's a
not true.
different God, right?
It's not true. The Father is the
Okay,
same God, but it can be a different referent.
Okay, so in any sense, you can't say one God did not incarnate, right?
You can, if and only you're referring to the Father specifically, who is the
Yeah,
same God as the
that's what I
Son,
meant.
yet a different person.
No problem. Okay, we'll test that. So let me just clarify. Okay, I don't want to misquote you. So you can say one God incarnated. You can say one person incarnated, as long as God here picks out Jesus. And then when we take into account the Father, you can say one God did not incarnate, or one person did not incarnate, so far as God picks out the Father here. Correct?
Yep.
So you have a God that incarnated and a God that did not incarnate, right?
It's the same God, different reference. So yeah.
Okay, they're two different persons, correct?
Yep.
And then God applies to these two different persons, correct?
Yeah, they apply to the different persons in the
Okay.
same way. The personhood is what applies differently.
Yeah, no problem. And when you say one God did not incarnate, are you picking out the Father only?
Well, we'd be picking out technically the Father and the Holy Spirit, but in this conversation, we're picking out the Father specifically.
I know, but okay, but if I asked you, generally speaking, when you, I mean, if you say one God did not incarnate, are you picking out the Father or the Holy Spirit? Or both?
I mean, pick out both.
Okay, so when you're picking out both, you're speaking about the essence now, right?
Well, when we say God, we're speaking about the essence that they have, but in reference to this particular persons that have that essence.
Okay, and you would agree with me, right, that when we're talking about incarnation, and because it's an act, when we talk about God, it's going to apply to the person, right?
That what the incarnation is going to apply to the person? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So because incarnation is being applied to the person, when we talk about incarnation and when we talk about God, when we say this person incarnated, we're saying God incarnated. And when you say one person incarnated and when you say one God incarnated, you're talking about the person of Christ. So you're speaking about personhood, right?
Yep. We're saying that God, when we say God incarnate, we're referencing the person who has the divine nature, which is why we say God.
Okay, no problem. And when you say when you say God did not incarnate, or if we were to quantify it, same way we quantified with Jesus, you'd say one God did not incarnate, and one God here will pick up Father and Holy Spirit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this one God here is not the same one God that incarnated, right?
It's the same God, but a different referent of that God.
Okay, and you're gonna let me make sure you're still speaking about personhood. When you say one God did not incarnate, you're speaking about these two persons who have the essence, right? Of
Yep,
God.
and that's why we say it's the same God as the one who did incarnate, because we're picking out the essence of the persons of the referent.
Okay, and in any sense, would you be able to say one God incarnated and two gods did not incarnate, so long as God refers
Two
to the person?
gods? Nah, I wouldn't say that because it's not different gods.
Would you condemn any Christian that tries to apply it that way?
I'm not saying I'd condemn them. I'm just saying I personally wouldn't say it that way because it might cause confusion.
But is it incorrect?
It just depends how you use it. I don't use it that way.
Okay, but in a sense, it could be okay.
It just depends.
I know. So if it depends, then in a sense, it could be okay.
I don't know. It might or it might not be. I'd have to see how the person's using it.
Okay, so
But
because it
I'm not
might or
using it
might
that
not
way.
be,
So do you have an argument against
that's fine.
me?
Yeah. So I'm asking you specifically because it might or might not be correct or incorrect. There is there's a chance that you could have three
Brother,
gods
do
in
you
that
have
sense.
no? There's no sense in which we could have three gods, dude. What?
Okay, so it's impossible. It's impossible, and it doesn't depend on anything.
To have three gods? Yeah, no, we can't have three gods.
Okay, not even in the sense of when we're speaking about incarnation, death, or
I don't think we can have you say we have three gods. No.
okay. So in every sense, it's incorrect to say you have three gods.
Yeah, if you're talking about God as in the divine nature,
Okay.
what we already established, yes.
Okay, so you would condemn someone for saying, in a sense, they have three gods.
If they say they have three gods in reference to the divine nature, yeah.
Okay, and in reference to the persons.
What do you mean in reference to the persons?
Yeah, so when they say they believe one God incarnated and two gods didn't incarnate, would you
Brother,
say that
I don't know.
in
I'd
any
have to
sense?
ask them what they mean by that. Like, bro, do you have an argument
Okay,
against
so
me, or
there's a
are you
sense.
just trying to get me to condemn
Yeah, no,
someone else? Like, do
okay,
you have an argument against me?
Okay, forget about someone else. Forget about a person.
Okay, so ask
The
about my
statement,
view.
okay, no problem. I'm gonna ask you, Nick. Okay, can the statement "one God incarnated and two gods did not incarnate" be correct in any sense?
I
I'm
don't know.
asking
I
you
don't use
for
it
your
that
opinion.
way, so that's irrelevant to me.
So okay, so it's not correct, right?
I don't know. It's irrelevant to me because that's not my view. Do you have an issue against my view?
No. Okay, so because you don't know,
All right,
you'll
take
probably
care,
look into
bro.
it.
This dude's an idiot, bro. Take care. Like, I'm not. I know what these Muslims do. They try to come on. Another Christian, another popular Christian, probably said one God did, two God didn't, but in reference to the persons, and he's trying to get me to condemn him. Wow, you got me. Oh dear God. Like, that's all these Muslims. The Muslims can't actually give a proper argument against my views. They try to pit me against other Christians, and I don't let them, and they get really pissed off when I don't let them. Why kick him? It's a simple answer as to why I kicked him. The answer is because I told him to give something against my view, not against the view that I don't hold to, and he refused to do it. Hello?
Hey, I'm Muslim. I'm a kid. I know. Just listen. Just listen to me.
I cannot. Sorry. Sly Creed, hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
So I'm not a Muslim. I'm an Orthodox Christian. I was looking at Orthodoxy 101, just some teachings, and I got a quick question because I got into this train of thought.
As
and
long as
I
it's
don't know if
quick, yeah, because we just taking up.
Yeah.
Yes, I disagree.
So, the Father, the Son is begotten of the Father for all time, and they were saying that the Son is essentially the Logos. Do you agree with that?
Yes, the Son is the Logos.
Okay, so the train of thought was the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Would the Son, would that title be like? Would there have? No, never mind, because he's outside of space and time. I'm good. You're good.
Sweet, man. All right, well, glad you come to the conclusion, bro. Take care, brother.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, let's see what we got next. See, sometimes you just gotta say it out loud, man. You know what I mean? Hello? Unspoken aura of understanding. Okay, that person left. Let's see who's next. Hello?
Yo, you got absolutely baked by Lubiano, bro.
How so?
Like baked.
How so?
Proskineo, bro.
What about it?
Proskineo, parsing tag.
Yeah, what about it?
Bro, you were completely wrong.
Okay, which part was I wrong about?
About proskineo, it was the same word.
Which part was I wrong
Bro,
about,
didn't
though?
Sam Shimon call you out on it too?
Do you even know what a parsing tag is?
That's actually crazy, bro.
Do you even know what a parsing tag is? He didn't. He left. Yo, these Libiano trolls, bro. They don't even know what they talking about, bro. Slow people, bro. Taryn J with a ton of super chat. Hey Nick, I grew up Protestant, been looking into PSA. I believe this one goes against what EOs and Catholics believe. Are there any good books on this? Don't think you covered it yet on Patreon. Well, it depends what you mean by PSA. Some views of PSA can be wrong if you believe like the R.C. Sproul kind of version where it's like, you know, Jesus was the most infinitely dense form of evil ever. Yeah, that's wrong. But PSA in and of itself, that he was the substitution for us, isn't necessarily wrong. Any good books on this? I don't know, but if you're in the Discord, I'll try to add one to the library. I'll try to find one tonight, add it to the library. So be on the lookout for that. If y'all are in the Patreon or in the Discord, y'all see I have a library on there, books and stuff like that. And if you're in the Patreon and you're on, I think the $10 tier at least, or the $20 tier, you get the PDF section. It's another good reason to join the Discord, by the way, or to the Patreon, because if you're in the Patreon, you have the $10 or $20 tier. You get access to the PDF channel in the Discord, which is my own personal PDFs of books and stuff like that I put on there. Timothy, $5 super chat. How does he know anything? His God makes things appear that aren't there. For all he knows, the sky is purple with swirls and the moon is made of cheese. Yes, this is true. This is 100% true. Yes. Loki Chico to super chat. W Patreon. Y'all missing out. Were you the one that just joined? Because I seen someone join. Who was it? Anthony. W Anthony for joining the Patreon. W. Momo section on the Patreon. Well, yes, there is a section against Islam on the Patreon. Yes, against defeating. It's called Debunking the Dawa Script. If you join the Patreon, there's a section called Debunking the Dawa Script. Y'all will be able to refute all these Muslims' arguments easy, man. LA Apologize. Just put the link in the YouTube chat if you want to join that Patreon. Hello?
Nick, you fat spotty headhang on motherfucker.
What? Man, what? Hello?
So let's see if you're ready to engage. How many girls have a son?
Bro, why does this dude obsess with me, bro? I can't stand talking that shit, bro. He come on and ask the same question every time, bro. It's so slow. Oh my gosh. My live is restricted from some audiences. They're playing with me, man. They're playing with me right now on TikTok here, man. Running, yeah, I'm running from the same argument you make every single time. Like, bro, you ask the same argument every time, and I say the same answer every time. I might have to upgrade to the $10 here. You might have to, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You might have to, bro. You might have to. That PDF tab is pretty goated. Let's go deal with TikTok Messiah, bro. I still gotta look him up. Should I restart the TikTok live chat? Should I restart it? I'll restart the TikTok live chat. I'll restart the TikTok live. Y'all can all come back to the TikTok live. I'll restart that real fast. All right, YouTube. I'm restarting the TikTok now. Since it said it was restricted. Probably because I called someone dumb or something. That's probably why. I'm dumb. I became a YouTube member and thought it was the Patreon. Bruh, this man. Chico, you got to go to the Patreon, man. Look, he just put LA Apologetics, just put the Patreon there, bro. Go join the Patreon, man. Go join the Patreon. I always recommend to everyone at least join the $10 or the $20 tier. The $20 tier is really good because you get priority DMs to talk to me and ask me questions. The $10 tier is also really good because you get the PDF channel and the Discord, which is really nice. And I actually just added a new PDF the other day. My friend Juju created an LPT document in there, if y'all haven't seen that yet. Or did I add that in the PDF? I think I did. I got to check. I think I added that in the library. Pretty sure I did. $20 tier is worth it. I haven't been able to ask Nick questions. Yep. W. Hello?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, so Christianity, would you consider like Orthodox Catholics, are those Christians or what are they?
Yeah.
Oh, so those are Christians.
Yeah.
Interesting. Were they like the first Christians or what? I'm confused.
Yeah. Orthodox Christians are the first Christians. Yeah.
like Catholics as well, correct or no?
Well, Catholicism and Orthodoxy was one church for the first 1,000 years, so it was just the Orthodox Catholic Church.
So wouldn't it just be the Catholic Church then?
What's the Orthodox Catholic Church? That's what they called themselves in the first 1,000 years.
Doesn't Ignatius of Antioch, for example, call them the Catholic Church, and they would just be the Western and Eastern churches? I don't believe
and
they
the,
use.
and the Orthodox Church today calls themselves Catholics too.
Sure, but again, it wasn't called the Orthodox Catholic. Orthodox, the word Orthodox came out of the schism.
That's not true at all. There's literally church fathers that call it the Orthodox. Brother, what was St. John? If it came after the schism, why did St. John of Damascus write a book called an exposition on the Orthodox faith?
Well, I'm not sure, because Palmarians are the truth, I hear.
I'm just asking you a basic question. Where did you get it from that it came after the schism?
Well, first of all, I'm Muslim, so I don't really care about them. Number two.
So you just made it up? You just be making things up?
No, that's what I heard a Catholic say on his live when I was debating him.
Well, I would probably best to do research on things, not just,
Well, I don't research falseness, like orthodoxy, etc.
Okay, so if you don't research it, why are you trying to debate it?
Who said I was trying to debate it, brother?
So what's your next question then? Since you're not trying to debate anything. What's your next question?
Yeah, so like for example, is the Palmarian church true then?
True in what sense?
Are they like the truth for Christianity?
I think the Orthodoxy is the truth.
So are you Orthodox?
Yes.
Why aren't you Palmarian or like Islamic? Why aren't you part of Islam, brother?
Because Islam is a heresy.
Of course not, brother.
What do you mean, of course not?
It's not a heresy.
How do you know Islam is truly from God?
What is God's name in Arabic? Arabic and Aramaic. Can you tell me?
Aramaic is Ilaha. That's the title for God.
Yeah, can you go ahead and pronounce it correctly, brother?
It's Ilaha in Aramaic. That's what it is.
Brother, go ahead and pronounce it correctly.
Please tell me the correct pronunciation in Aramaic.
Yeah, so it has an A in it. Okay.
So pronounce it.
Allaha.
No, it's Ilaha. I have literally friends on here that speak in Aramaic. I can tell you.
Do
that.
you?
Yes.
Oh, you have friends?
Yes.
Are you sure then, brother?
All right, take care, man. Yo, why my live get, bruh, on TikTok? Why did it get freaking... Bro, my live on TikTok did the thing again where it said not eligible for recommendation again. Why does it be doing that? Do I gotta restart it again?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Before I make my you know what? Before anything, are you able to answer my question with only a yes or no? If you can't, then
I don't know. It depends on the question.
And it's a Christian question. It's a Christian question, okay?
It's a question?
It's a Christian question. Like, since you're a Christian, right?
Okay, maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. You gotta ask it. There's such thing as false dichotomous questions that can't be answered by yes or no, so we'll see.
All right. Can you cite God or Jesus?
Can I what?
Can you cite God?
Can I cite God? I don't know what you mean by that. Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? All right, I don't know. TikTok, I'm going to restart the live on TikTok because it did the thing again where it was, oh, well, live cannot be whatever. So TikTok, everyone on TikTok, if y'all are in the request, just come back real fast. I'm going to restart it there too. I don't know why, bro. TikTok's been tripping today, dude. TikTok's been literally freaking every 5 seconds. Oh, your live is not eligible because your content is mean. Okay, just say you hate Christians. Just say you hate Christians. Oh my gosh, dude. My YouTube froze for a second. I got a little scared there for a second. I thought it was finna do the thing it was doing. Okay, while the YouTube TikTok is back up, let me read some super chats. Michael to follow super chat. The last two trolls chewing / gnawing the mess out of their words, and also I see the Islam and others will be added to the site. W plug. I know facts. W has, but yeah, it's been weird, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Eric with the 20 Fearless Truth gifted memberships. W man, say thank you to my boy if you got one for him. W man, appreciate you, Eric. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Appreciate all the support from Super Chats, guys. Today we've gotten some good support on the Super Chats. Arrow says he's in the talk. Cool, I'll let you up next. Here in like 3 seconds. Timothy, you told us Super Chat, Shia or Sunni, which is the real Muslim, Habibi? This is true. Which is the real Muslim? We don't know. Grazik with the 5 Phyllis Shook at the memberships. W Man's always coming in with the support. We appreciate you, G. We appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. Loki Chico with the Fearless Shook at the membership. W Mans as well. W Mans as well. Let's see. PK Adjunct to our super chat. This guest clearly didn't research Islam either. Yep, this is true. This is true. Smooth brain from the pit of Islam. Yes, unfortunately it is. Yep. Salute blowing into the super chat. I joined the Patreon. I recommend it, guys. Only $5. See there, y'all see it. Y'all see it there. Y'all see it there, man. He joined the Patreon and he's in there. And he is in there. All right. All right. Okay, let's get back on here. Okay, cool. All right. Arrow, hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what you got?
Is my audio bad?
It's fine.
Okay. So I don't necessarily want to debate. It's more like a conversation. Like I said, I could be wrong, and I'm here for the truth. So it's not necessary. I'm not like a Muslim to try to like best you. So this is more.
I don't know. I mean, you
understand.
did say in my comment section that I need to speak with my spiritual father about my errors and mistakes. So that was pretty.
Yeah, I do think you've made some mistakes, especially like saying the Holy Spirit is Jesus God. I do think that's wrong, but that wasn't the topic. I do think you made a lot of mistakes.
Cool. Sure. Go ahead.
But
Tell me what mistakes I made.
yeah, but we could talk about what the issue was, and it was about the father dying. So I do have before we start, could you define the terms of passion and action before we get started?
Yes, passion and action philosophy is the term to regard two different participations in a singular action.
Okay, so you're not necessarily saying that they acted in the same way. It's they can act in different ways. Like example, if Jesus walks, the Father doesn't walk, right?
No, it doesn't mean that he necessarily participates in that by walking, but he can participate in the action, for example, through the energies themselves, but not through the
Right.
actual participation of walking.
Yeah, so it's not actually doing the same exact thing. So when Jesus is born, you don't actually say the Father is born, right?
No, nobody says that. We say that he participated in the birth of Christ by sending the Son, but he himself is not born.
So I agree with that. So the issue I had is because you said the Father died, and I guess
I said the Father participated in the death.
Well, no, in the conversation you said the Father died, and you wanted to clarify it with the Muslim.
Oh,
That's
which section? We can go to it so we can clarify specifically what I said. Do you have the
Okay,
timestamp?
so I believe it was the 14-minute mark. If you go to 14:45 or 14:44, I
All right,
believe
let's
it's
go
that
to
mark.
it.
Yeah. I don't know if I can hear it on my end, so will I be
Should
able
be
to hear
able
it?
to. Should be able to.
Okay.
All right, 14.
And I do want to say this real quick. If you said the Father participated, then I concede and I'll just leave immediately. But I do remember you
All right,
saying
let's
the
go to
Father
it.
died. So,
Told you.
yeah.
I just
What is
told
passion
you.
and
I
action?
just told you.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
What is passion and action?
I just told you that I'm gonna ask you a question, yes or no.
Just,
And
bro,
you're
answer
gonna
the
say in your
question,
head,
bro. I want to
you
make
said
sure, I
in
want
your
to
head,
make
you're
sure
gonna say,
you're
wait,
gonna understand what I'm saying. What is
Okay.
passion and action?
That's why I'm telling you. Hold on, Nick. Just listen to me. Bro.
Yeah,
You don't have
take
to do
care,
this.
bro. Take care.
But go back,
I mean,
because it was there, but you got to go back. You got to
okay,
go back.
we'll
like,
go to
try
about
like
13:50. We'll go a minute and a half prior.
Yeah.
Chill out.
The same operation of action.
Chill out. All right. Just respond in a more calm way, you know?
Bro, just
Oh,
listen. TikTok said they can't hear it. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure y'all can hear this on TikTok. One sec, I got y'all. It should be good now. What I'm saying, they have the same nature and same operation of action. That's why I've said it 3
They have the
times
same
now.
operation of action, right?
Yes.
So what the Son does, the Father does, right?
No, it means he participates in everything.
See, like, yeah. Okay,
This
so
is crazy.
did the Father participate in dying?
Through the incarnation, yes. Oh my gosh.
Brother, why do you always have to give that? Why can't you say yes or no? Just
Because
like
I have
that.
to
Yes,
teach you
no.
because you don't understand philosophy.
Okay, don't teach me. Let's just see you answer the question. The Son died, yes or no?
Yes.
The Father died, yes or no?
Through passion and action, yeah.
See, he can't give yes or no, and he just said that he was gonna. That's a false
If I say
promise.
yes, are you gonna understand what I mean? So what did I
Okay,
say that I
so
was wrong?
in that conversation, if you meant he participated and he didn't actually die, then I'm incorrect.
I mean, that's what I said during the discussion.
Yeah, but when he asked you the question, it sounded like you said the Father died.
I mean, I literally said, like, if you watched a minute after, I said by participation. Like, all you had to do is
Keep
actually
playing it
watch
because I
it
don't
and see
remember
that.
you saying by participation. But
Okay, we'll keep I'll
I
keep
could be
watching.
wrong.
I'll show you. I'll keep watching. Like, if you just
Okay.
watched it, you'll see.
Are you gonna play it or you want me to watch it?
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
If you say yes or no, I'll understand it better. Yes. Can I read?
Okay, so you'll understand. You'll understand. So
let's
when
try.
if
Let's
I
try
say
it one more time. The Son died.
so
Yes
if
or
I
no?
say yes, and in my head I'm understanding it as passion and action, you'll understand that.
Yes.
Okay, what's passion and action?
Hold on. The Son died,
No,
right?
no,
Yes or
no.
no?
What's passion and action?
Hold on. Wait.
No,
hold on.
no.
You can
You
pause
said
it.
you'd
The Muslims be
understand.
playing
I
games.
just
We don't
told
need to
you.
hear
I
that.
just
What is
told you.
passion
Well,
and
it's okay.
action?
I wanna
go to the
told
part
you.
where I talk about participation. You said I was wrong. What is passion and action?
I just told you that I'm gonna ask you a question, yes or no.
Just,
And
bro,
you said you're
answer
gonna
the
say in your
question,
head.
bro. I want to
You
make
said
sure. I
in
want
your
to
head
make
you're
sure
gonna say
you're
what?
gonna understand what I'm saying. What is
Okay.
passion and action?
That's why I'm telling you. Hold on, Nick. Just listen to me. But
Yeah,
you don't have
take
to do
care,
this.
bro. Take care. I mean, listen, oh yeah, if you say yes, I'll understand what you're saying, brother. You just demonstrated you have no clue what you're talking about. I mean, this is all Muslims can do. Does he think I'm slow? Oh wow, he's gonna try to come on and clip me saying yes and put me out of context. Wow, bro, you're doing so good for the ummah. Wow, bro, you're doing it. Why do you qualify? Yeah, why do you qualify? Okay, so we noticed I mentioned qualifying. Now I want to go back from where before the question was asked once again, so you can see the qualification again.
People.
No, I
that are
heard the
distinct from each other.
qualification. That's why I stopped it. I
So
heard
you heard me in fact say that it's talking
Yeah, I
about
heard you say it's in
participation.
participation.
So I wasn't
but
wrong, right?
I was saying that if you were menting participation, then you're not correct. I said that earlier.
Okay. So I would recommend saying in my comment section, you need to talk to your spiritual father about being mistakes. I would, if I were you, just as a recommendation as another Christian, is to make sure you're sure about something, that I'm wrong about something, before saying I need to speak to my spiritual father about it. Okay.
Understood. I'll
Cool.
grant you that.
All right. Take care,
All right.
brother.
See you.
All right. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. Please only request if you disagree. By the way, WIP Ray, good to see everyone from Inspiring Philosophy in here. This person is not connecting. Hello?
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
Bro, what the frick is going on? Yo, people that coming over from IP's chat, was IP getting weird viewers too, or is it just me? Hello?
All right, what's up, man?
What's going
So
on?
you say it's logical, not much, but you say logical. Logical by what standard?
I would just be
By
using
just your
classical
standard?
logic, yeah. So like the way that the SCP defines is that there cannot be any sort of model that's used that is not that is not inconsistent. It doesn't have some sort of inconsistency within it. That's what I would mean for the Trinity specifically. And then I would be a little bit more broad for Christianity in general.
Okay, I can understand that. So, basically, I mean, but what makes it logical? Like,
The
where
fact
does it
that
become logical?
the fact that nothing in the teachings of Christianity, the Trinity, is going to derive any sort of contradiction or error.
That's all opinion, though.
I mean, it's not really opinion because contradictions can be derived like formally. And so like that's like it can be you can use like deductive premises to make something illogical. So it would be objective if like whether something's logical or illogical is objective. It's not really subjective.
You could read the Bible as a Muslim and come to the same understanding that Jesus isn't God.
I don't think you can. I think you can do that if you don't read in context.
Even if you read in context.
Okay, in what context can you find that Jesus isn't God in the Bible?
When you go and read the Bible, it speaks about each person as they are completely different people. Even when it goes and it speaks of the Spirit, it doesn't speak as if the Spirit and other people in the Bible are as one. Then if you go and they go
But
and
we
they
believe
also
that. We
speak about
believe they're
other.
different persons though.
I know you said that's what Christians believe, but if you're a person that read the book and you're not a Christian, they've never been introduced to Christianity ever outside of just being given a book and they read the book, they can come to a completely different conclusion than what Christians
I'm
do.
asking how though, because the first thing you gave me, you said the Bible teaches the three distinct persons, but we believe that. So far, whatever you've said aligns with what we believe. So what are you finding in the Bible that doesn't align with what we believe?
Let's start with like Christophanies. Like, how are you a incarnate of the same being, but at a different time that's supposed to be prophesied to come later?
Because are you
Like
saying
with
like how does the
Melchizedek?
Son do it, but not the Father? Is that what you're asking?
No, like how is Melchizedek, like Christophanies don't make sense unless like
Well, do you
basically
think that we
Jesus
believe
has been there
that? Do
before.
you think that we believe that Melchizedek is Christ himself?
Well, you guys would say that he is a Christ-like being, the same as what David, correct? Right? Because David would be a Christ,
Yeah, so
right?
we don't believe that he's Christ himself though. So what's the issue?
So in those senses, those are other messiahs. But then you have
No. They're not other messiahs. No.
to be a Christ, you're a messiah, no?
Okay, no. He's a Christ-like figure. He is not a Christ. He is not another Christ.
Why is the first tithe ever given to Melchizedek if he is not in some way a divine creature or divine person?
Tithes don't have to be only given to someone that's divine. What? Where did you get that from?
Tithe not given to the temple? Tithe not given to God?
No,
Is
I
that not
agree
how
that they
tithe
are. I'm
works?
saying, where do you get that they have to be? That tithes can't be given in other structures, like in a kingdom structure.
I mean, technically taxes are tithe, but that's a completely different thing.
Okay, so I don't know. Like your argument is that tithes have to be given to God, but that's not true though. There's tithes that are given in even ancient kingdoms outside the Bible, quote unquote, and to other people that aren't divine.
Correct. You're not wrong in that. But even with that, once you say that, then when you speak of those tithes being given or say other prayers happening before that, you go back to say Egyptians and stuff like that, and then they have their thought process of how everything works. Then you have how they have their incarnate system and their uh, theology that they follow. It
Okay,
doesn't it
but
doesn't
I'm saying,
match.
how does this disagree with that? Because in ours, tithes don't necessarily have to be given to the divine. So how does that disprove what we believe about it?
So, well, I'm going because you just said logical. So you only mean logical by what you believe, not logical in the sense of just logic. Because by logic, anybody else can come to a different conclusion
That's not true.
by
Wait, do
following
you
their
think
own
logic
logic.
is objective or subjective?
Logic can be both, depending on what's the basis of that logic. If you have no basis and you read a book, you come to your own conclusion. Logically, they're speaking. They're taking a basis of what they read, and then from going through and reading, they have a base from the beginning, and then they get to the end. They can come to a different conclusion using logic.
Okay, do you know what the laws of logic are?
Yes, actually,
You went off the screen. I can't hear you.
it says Yeah, I had pulled it up earlier. I was trying to see if I can split screen it. I was on my
I
iPad,
just
but I
it's
guess
law
it's
of identity, law of non-contradiction, law of excludability. I'm just saying, like, do you think that if I hold to those forms of logic, right, and I say that objectively Christianity or the Trinity does not go against those, would you agree or would you disagree?
I would agree, but that's a loaded question
How's that loaded?
because it's only going by your standard or by Christianity's standard. If the standard
No, we're going
from
by.
somebody else,
Well, I don't know what you mean by that because we're going by
say
the
what
laws
you're
of logic.
going by the laws of logic. It starts with a premise, and based off of that premise is where you build your logic. So if somebody came into it with a completely different foundation, their understanding would be different.
A different understanding of Christianity.
Yes.
Okay, but how do we determine?
If I gave
Okay,
it's only
but
determined by who teaches it to us.
I'm saying, but how do we determine though, like whether or not something itself is the proper teaching of Christianity? How do we determine that?
You'd have to ask a Christian. I'm not too sure.
Okay, so according to what, let's just say Christians have believed for thousands of years, okay? Let's say the first 1,000 years, right? How are we determining that, or are any of those teachings going against the laws of logic?
You can't say the teachings themselves go against logic. The conclusion in itself would go against actually you could say that it goes against logic. If you just reading the book by itself, if you were to read the book and you have never been introduced to religion ever in your life, the book itself would make no logic. It would logically would not make
Okay,
any
how
sense.
so? Like what law of logic would it go against?
The natural order. If you're somebody who
That's not a law of logic, bro.
Why is that not a law of logic? That's a base and a premise and a foundation.
What?
So if your logic is,
I
if
just
you're,
asked
say,
if you knew what the laws
if
of
your
logic
logic was
are.
built,
You said you just looked it up.
yes, based. Watch, I'm gonna pull up because I had it on my phone and it won't let me pull it up on the same screen at the same time. I'm going to pull it up just so I can read it so that chat can hear for both of us. So boom, it says reason conducted according to strict principles and validity, sound judgment, orderly and consistent thinking. That
And what are the principles though? What are the
matches exactly
principles?
what the principles depend on the person going through and reading the
No, that's
Bible.
okay. So what are the objective laws then? What is objective logic to you?
Objective logic, like I said, is environment and understanding. So
Is understanding objective or subjective?
it's objective.
Understand. Okay, so what's the objective understanding of the Bible?
The objective understanding of the Bible is whatever, when you read it, that's what you get.
So if we get two different things, which is the objective one?
The one that's in the middle.
Okay, take care, bro. Take care. I guess if one of us says Jesus is God in the Bible and one of us says Jesus is not God, then it must mean Jesus is a semi-God. That's the objective truth. Lord have mercy, guys. Nathan, hello. Nathan, you are on the stage. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, I just have one question.
Okay.
So in Mark 6:8, and Matthew 10:10, I believe there's a contradiction there. If you're just able to pull it up.
Mark 6:8.
Yeah, and Matthew 10:10.
He commanded them to take nothing for the journey except for a staff. No, oh, and you're gonna say that the other one says not even a staff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this isn't a contradiction. This, like, people would debunk this a lot. So especially it becomes even clearer when you go to the Greek, but you don't really even have to go to the Greek for this. It's typically talking about things that you're receiving after the fact. So it's saying don't receive anything after the fact. But it's saying you can take with you a staff. And out here, I'll pull up the other verse just so you can see them side by side. What was the other one?
Okay. Matthew 10 verse 10.
All right, Matthew 10:10. All right. All right, so Matthew 10:10, nor bags your journey, nor two eunuchs, nor sandals, nor staffs. And so it says, so notice how it says provide in this verse. Okay, provide neither gold, nor silver, nor copper, nor bag, nor sandals, nor staffs. Okay, so it's saying don't provide that. And this one is saying just don't take nothing for the journey except a staff, no bag, no
Wait.
bread, no copper. So it's two different words even being used. That's why I said when you go into the Greek, it gets clear because there's two words being used there anyways.
Okay. All right. I have one more question.
Mhm.
When the Son incarnated and he died, how did he not take part in the incarnation more than the Father? Because he's actually living it. He's actually like there.
I think when we're talking about how did he do it more, I don't think that there's more of one or the other because we have to understand, like in the Orthodox faith, especially, we believe that God, it's all good, Arrow. I see your chat, bro. There's something called the energies, right? And so the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the energies are proper to all of them. Their actions or operations are proper to all of them in the same degree. And so, yeah, while the Son incarnates and dies in a way the Father does not, it doesn't mean that it's to some sort of different degree of the incarnation than the Father participates in through the energies.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Yep, no problem, bro. Take care. Mick Swish, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm going to try with the most basic example to say that the Bible breaks the laws of logic.
Okay.
It's a syllogism.
Okay.
Rabbits, hares, and hyraxes do not chew cud. The Bible says rabbits, hares, and hyraxes chew cud. The Bible breaks the law of identity.
Oh yeah, so rabbits chewing cud. So we can actually go and I can show you. I can show you scientific research that it will really be more of historical research that people outside of the Bible even talked about them chewing cud, and what they meant by that was that it appeared that they were chewing like they would chew cud, because chewing cud means that you are chewing something in a specific way. And so we can see that in early cultures, people would say that these rabbits would chew cud in reference to the fact of that they themselves were appearing to be chewing in the same way that they would chew cud.
Right, so either God misinterpreted or Moses misinterpreted in Deuteronomy.
No, I don't think it's a misinterpretation either way. I think that, again, chewing cud is going to be referring to the fact of how they chew, not exactly what they're chewing. So it's just talking about the howness, not the whatness. The only way would be a contradiction if you can necessitate that it's referring to the whatness.
So the verse, like, however, of those that chew the cud or that have a divided hoof, you may not eat the camel, the rabbit, or the hyrax. Although they chew the cud, they do not have a divided hoof. They are ceremonially unclean for you. So it's pretty clear that the Bible says that they chew cud.
Well, yeah, and again, I agree, but that's about the howness, not the whyness. So, like, would you agree that, like, even would you agree that rabbits, like, would you agree that rabbits today even they re-ingest partially digested foods? Like, would you agree with that?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, so and because of that, they re-ingest partially digested food. We could say that even back then, and to a partial degree, they do that in the sense of the howness of it, but not in the sense of the whatness of it.
Right. So just to be clear, when it says although they chew cud, this is dead wrong.
Well, no, because not if it's referring to the howness. If it's referring to the whatness, sure, but I believe it's referring to the howness.
Like I'll be honest, that is a lot of mental gymnastics.
Well, I don't think it is, because you're looking at the Bible as like, suppose that it's speaking about science when it's supposed to be giving an account of the whatness of things as to why you're not. So for this, it's why you're not allowed to either sacrifice or eat, etc., these animals.
Oh, so your position is that you're not allowed to eat them because they regurgitate partially.
Well, not just that as well, but the fact of how they are, the whatness of why they do it in and of itself.
You're gonna have to explain to me the whatness of why.
Okay, so the whatness of something is like what it appears to be doing. Okay, so even back then, what rabbits appeared to be doing was chewing cud. Okay, so even because of that, we would say that this is the reason why they weren't able to do this. They weren't able to sacrifice these animals is because of the whatness. Now, the howness is going to refer to, okay, how did they chew cud? What were they actually doing? There's a difference between the two.
Okay, fair enough. So if say we took this Bible verse literally, and it implies that they do in fact chew cud, would this break the law of identity?
Well, if you're saying that it's we can infer that it's referring to the howness, then it would be wrong, of course. But I see nothing to include that it's referring to the howness of the thing. Because I
Except
think
it
even like
says
when you go
they
back to the
chew the
Hebrew
cud.
word there, it typically that Hebrew word is used for referring to the howness of something.
So why wouldn't the Bible verse just say, although it appears they chew the cud? Like there are so many ways around this problem.
I just don't think it. Nobody ever thought this was a problem for thousands of years. Nobody ever
Yeah, but
interpreted it this way.
God's
Like
all seeing and
there's
all
no
knowing. He's got to have
interpretation.
his
And I'm
Bible
saying
verse.
there's
Oh,
other
sorry
people
to
that
interrupt.
said the same things historically during that time.
Yeah, but God's all seeing and all knowing. He must know that there's an error or there could be a line of argumentation against his Bible. Surely he just makes it clear. It's got to be the way God does
Again,
things,
I
right?
think
He,
it's. I
he
mean,
can
I
just
think
make
it's
it
pretty
clear.
clear in context. It's referring to the whatness. I
It's
don't.
not, mate. You know it's not. I reckon you know
I
it's
genuinely.
not.
This is why I said, especially even when you look at the Hebrew word, I think it's like alagera or something. Even when you look at the
Okay.
Hebrew word of that, it makes sense that it's
Can we
speaking
try?
about that.
This one I'm not certain of myself, but I'll try another syllogism just for the sake of entertainment. So
Mhm.
it'll go something like the human form cannot walk on water. Jesus walked on water. That's a contradiction. That breaks the laws of non-contradiction.
Okay, I disagree with premise one. I don't think that it's logically impossible that humans can walk on water.
Okay, you want to go? Shall I go outside and try walk on my pool?
Okay, just because you can't, does that mean it's logically impossible that someone could?
Okay, so under what circumstances could a normal person walk on water?
If they were God?
Yeah, well,
Like,
this is
let's say just for example, God was real, right? And God
Mhm.
took on flesh, and it was
Yep.
truly a human, but it was God still inside of him. Could that person hypothetically walk on water?
Yes.
Okay, so then by definition, premise one is wrong because you're saying it can't happen.
But he
It
takes the
can't is
human
a
form.
modal claim.
He took the human form though, right?
Yeah, but he was still God. He didn't lose his divine nature when he was within the human nature.
Okay, right. So let's break it down to causation then. So entity must act in accordance with their nature. So the entity is Jesus. The action is walking on water. The nature, therefore, must be all of the human qualities plus additional ones for God, right?
Okay, but you're assuming that the human nature just automatically can't walk on water. Just because we never see it doesn't mean it's logically impossible. You would have to prove how you're coming to that conclusion.
Well, like when have you seen a human walk on water under
Okay,
normal
again, so you're saying because we've never seen it, that this means that it can't happen. You have to prove that it logically is impossible. Just saying that we've never seen it doesn't mean it can't. For example, if I'm pulling out if I'm pulling out red balls out of a bin and I can't see in the bin. I pulled out 100 red balls. That doesn't mean that it's impossible for me to pull out a green ball because I've never seen it happen.
I see your point. I do, but also like the entity of a human form, right? In and of itself, excluding the fact that the divine nature was in Jesus at this point in time. I don't think like the nature of the human form, right?
The nature of the
Excluding
human. Okay, the human nature, yeah.
like not human nature, but the nature of the form.
I don't know what you mean. If you're not talking about the human nature, I don't know what nature you're talking about then.
Okay, right. So we'll describe it then as the characteristics of the entity of the human form.
Okay.
So under normal circumstances, if you try and walk on water, you'll sink. Correct?
Typically, yeah, that's what we typically see.
Yeah. So in my opinion, the nature of the human form typically sinks under those conditions. So if you're to walk on it, you're going to break the law of identity.
Well, it's not true. I'll give you an example. If I typically walk into a door, I am going to slam my face. But it is logically possible, technically, for you to walk through a door. Science has confirmed this, that if all the molecules line up properly, which is theoretically very, very unlikely, technically you could walk through a door if they line up properly. So just because we say, oh, well, we don't typically see it, doesn't mean it's logically impossible that it could happen.
But you're almost breaking down the argument into absurdities. Like we know by the
That's
nature
why.
of
I mean, it's a miracle. That's the whole. If
I
everyone
know.
can do it, it wouldn't have been a miracle.
Okay, well, we agree. We wholeheartedly agree with each other. If you're just willing to say it's a miracle.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So just to be clear, if God wasn't in Jesus at that point in time, he would have sunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So why did we have to go to absurdities then? We agree.
Bruh, this is. I thought you knew the basic Christian belief was that, of course, this is him walking on water was a miracle.
I know that's why I said when I brought up the syllogism that I'm not sure about this one because I knew you were going to say that God was in him, so thus and therefore. But you're going to need proof of that. But I mean, like, what about we could try another one for the virgin birth if you like. We're going to come to the same conclusion. You're just going to say it's a miracle,
Yeah,
right?
of course. That's our belief. We don't think those things just normally happen.
See, in my rational brain, you don't just get to evade the laws of logic purely because you can say, "Oh, it's a miracle."
We're not evading the laws of logic. What would we're not though, because okay, for you to show something is logically impossible, you would have to say that even in the hypothetical I give, that God is acting in a miraculous way, that even that would be, because logically impossible says there is no possible way that you can say that this is like there's no possible way. So if I can give you a possible way, which is that God is able to do this by miraculous grounds, you would have to prove that that is logically impossible as well.
Yeah. So, but by this logic, not by this logic, by this argument, I could say, by miracle, I can turn spaghetti into baked beans, and you won't be able to say that I'm breaking the laws of logic because it's a miracle.
Well, I would have to show that why there is no way for this to occur. So I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example, okay, of something I couldn't just say it's a miracle, okay? I could not say that there is a cup on the table that is completely full of water and also completely empty of water. And you could not say, oh, it's by miraculous means, because I would say that breaks the law of non-contradiction. And I could formalize that as well. And so that is something you couldn't say, oh, God, no, it's because of God. There's a there's a cup that's completely full and completely empty. It's because of God. You couldn't even say that. That's an example.
Yeah. So perhaps the conclusion of this is that you believe in miracles that break the laws of logic.
No.
You're right. I misspoke. You believe in miracles that you believe comply with the laws of logic, and I'm yet to be convinced of those miracles.
Yes.
Perhaps that's the argument.
Yes.
All right, we're sorted.
Yes. The only thing is that you just disagree with those miracles. That's yes.
Yeah, that's what we've found ourselves. All right. Thank you very much.
Yep. Take care, bro.
Have a good one.
Yep. All right. Palace. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're very low. It's very hard to hear you.
Okay,
It's
this
better
better
now.
or
Yeah, it's better now.
better? Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to ask a couple questions
Okay.
about the Trinity, like what you believe. So, do you hold to like the monarchical Trinitarian, like the Bo Branson one, or
Yeah, hold a
open to other
monarchical
stuff?
Trinitarianism. Yeah.
Okay. Do you view if you don't hold that it's illogical, or you just think that's like one out of many which are logical?
There might be others which are logical. I think there are some that are illogical, such as social Trinitarianism. I think that's illogical. But yeah, I don't. That's the only
Sure.
one I
Yeah.
hold to.
And did you believe that God the Son has a God due to monarchical Trinitarianism? Like God the Son always had a God, or is it only in view of the incarnation?
No, Jesus having a God is via the incarnation.
Okay, so it's not due to like prior to the incarnation, God didn't have a God according to the Bo Branson model.
Yeah,
Is
we
that right?
wouldn't say that Jesus had a God in terms of the
But
way
now
we
he
would
has a
after the
God.
incarnation. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's something that's in reference to the human nature.
Gotcha. And the last question was about do you view it's like a contradiction or illogical if like because in the standard like or the majority Catholic position is that the angel of the Lord is actually an angel, and there's this sort of because we don't believe in like, or in general, people don't believe in the divine energies,
Mm-hmm.
and how like they can be like, so there can't be like uncreated fire, or the uncreated light is also a bit of a um, people don't like it too much. So the same thing with the angels. I was just wondering, do you believe that if you don't have that position, then it's illogical, or like is there a P and non-P type of thing,
I don't know if it's
or
a P and not P. I just don't think it makes sense in virtue of what the church fathers believe. I think I can show you the consensus of the fathers talking about the angel of the Lord is that it's God.
right. So and we are like I think the Catholic position is like it's the same as the Jehovah's Witness position, which I know some people don't like, which is like the
Yeah, a
agency
little
sort of
bit of a
thing.
red flag, right? I mean, yeah.
It's just for the people who like to use that against Jehovah's Witnesses, which is why you won't really find any Catholics. Like if you go through the tradition of like the scholastic Catholics, they never use this argument against agency because they
Mm-hmm.
subscribe to it, right? It's only people like online. I mean, like maybe Protestants and other people, they use that argument a lot. But my question would be then, because what is the Orthodox position of the priest giving confession? Is it the priest himself who's doing it under your, or is it like God, or is it
Well, the
agency, or
priest himself is the one giving the confession, yeah, but it's God. It's God is the one who forgives us during it through the priest.
right? So in the Catholic one, they have to say like I absolve you, and they say we absolve you is invalid. It's the same thing with baptism. If you say baptism is a bit different because everybody believes somebody can baptize somebody else, but like there was a controversy recently where some priest, he found out like in a video that they said we baptize you, and he had to get rebaptized again, and he wasn't considered a valid priest or anything. So by that same logic, like, or actually, sorry, I think if you take away the church fathers and you just go like sola scriptura, I hear the argument against it a lot is oh, the angel receives sacrifice, and therefore you can give sacrifice to a created being and you're committing idolatry. Have you heard that? Or
Yeah, I wouldn't even go. I don't even think you need to go that far. You can just say because the angel of the Lord is clearly called Yahweh, and that when they saw the angel of the Lord, they were scared they were gonna die. Now, why is that? Because when you see God, you're supposed to die. That's the point of the Old Testament. And so they saw, I think it was in maybe Judges, where they literally saw the angel of the Lord and they said, "Oh, now we're gonna die," because they saw God.
For the would you subscribe to the sacrifice issue, or
I
not
mean,
so much?
you can. I'm just saying though that I'm not even using that. That's not the one that I use. I'd use the fact that they saw him and thought they were gonna die. I think that's a better one to use.
Yeah. The question I just wanted to know what your thoughts were about the sacrifice one, because uh, we believe, at least I believe you guys believe in like if you're venerating an icon, you're uh, you say you're venerating the icon. That's what we say, right? But we're actually venerating the saint in the icon, right? So it's like transmitted from the prototype to the type, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys would say this. I know in like Catholic theology they say that you can actually worship, like give latria to the cross, because you're giving it from the cross, it goes to Christ, and which sounds a little controversial. And people will say, well, it's like relative
I mean, that's fine,
latria,
but you
relative.
couldn't give latria to a saint, right?
No, you couldn't. But I'm just saying, like any icon you give dulia to, you have to give it as a relative, because you're not really you're not really venerating that piece of like a picture or
Yeah,
wood
I'm
or
fine
whatever
with
it
that.
is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So the same way that you give sacrifice to this angel, even though it's a created angel, you're giving like relative sacrifice. So would you think that argument holds up, or according to your
Mm,
paradigm?
no, I don't. I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think that holds up because I don't think that there's anything in the text that would determine that uh they're giving it to like to him as a mediary. I don't think that we see that anywhere.
But do you see when somebody venerates an icon, do you really see that they're doing it as a? I mean, I suppose you could say that, but it's we don't even use it in language normally. Like, well, I'm giving relative veneration to this icon. I'm just venerating this icon. I'm kissing this icon, right? Like that's generally what people say. If you have to go deeper into it, people would say that. So I think like, or I just don't think it's such a showstopper. You know, there's stuff where we say, well, it's not explicit, but it's not explicitly said either. Like, it's not explicitly said that you have to pray and call out to the Holy Spirit. So Do you see how I like maybe it might be as much of a showstopper? What you said about like them being afraid of seeing it, that's true. But I think you can be afraid of like, I mean, John fell down to an angel too, right? And he uh, either was actually in like I've seen in like traditional Catholic commentaries, they don't say that he was worshiping the angel as in like latria worship, but he was giving dulia to the worship, and the angel was saying, "Well, you're an apostle, so you're greater than me. That's why you
Well,
shouldn't
they were
fall
bowing
down."
down, but they weren't scared. They weren't saying, "Oh, I'm gonna die now." They were literally seeing the angel of the Lord saying, "I'm gonna die now because I've seen you."
Yeah, but like I think you could have in a system where you like I'm sure there's a million things that I could see which are like just as crazy as God, like because God's infinite, right? So anything that I would see, which is a finite thing, if it just goes beyond my mind, like I mean, people see like monsters and think they're going to die, right? People see demons and they thought like I'm going to die too, right?
No,
So I'm
but I'm
simply the
saying
only
they thought in the text they thought they were gonna
yeah
die because they just saw him in the same because of the previous revelation that says that you've seen if you see God you will die. That's
right.
why
So
they
if I
believe
if
that.
right, well you could imagine too, like obviously like the Virgin Mary doesn't really do this, but you think that if we see her like her glory is so great that we probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between her and God or
Nah, nah,
this
nah,
angel
nah.
or anything else.
100% disagree with that because we have plenty of saints that saw Mary and knew it was Mary. For example, Saint John of Damascus saw Mary, and Mary
But
restored his hand, and he knew it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's borderline blasphemy to say. But I know you have you. I know, but I know you have good intentions. So I know you don't mean blasphemy. I'm just trying to say. But yeah, nah. We you'd be able to tell the difference between Mary and because all the saints when they saw Mary were able to tell the difference. They knew it was Mary.
my point is well she can appear in a veiled state as well, just like our Lord can appear to somebody in a veiled state, right? I'm saying like in her true glory, we say that she's greater than all the saints combined, right? It's like incomprehensible to people. I'm sure you guys say that too, right? The glory of the Virgin Mary is greater than all the saints combined. You haven't heard that?
Maybe we might. I mean, I believe she has amazing glory.
Right.
But again, I
My
still
point is
think
it's
that
not we don't need to go so much in.
we'd be able to tell that it's her regardless.
My point is like I'm sure there's like creations of God or like something which is so crazy. Just like I can imagine if I see a demon and I could be so scared. I'm like the only difference is the demon will probably look ugly and this
No,
angel
no, no. But
probably look
listen,
good.
I'm not saying they saw them and were scared because they didn't know what it was. I'm saying based on the text, they saw him, and because of the previous verses that said, "If you see God, you will die." That's why they were scared, and that's what
Yeah.
all the church fathers say too about it.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
bro. Take care, man.
Yeah, God bless.
All right. If you want to request, y'all can request up. I'm gonna read some super chats real fast. I'll let y'all up in a minute if you're in the request. Let's talk God. It's on super chat. Einstein's laws of physics improve on Newton's laws like GPSs, which break the simpler absolute time and gravity assumptions of Newton and only work in using Einstein's theories. I mean, yeah, I think that a lot of people are misconstruing the difference between like the laws of physics with the laws of logic. So Nick, I just upgraded to the $10 Patreon and seen the LPT paper. W, man, there's a lot of PDFs in there, so enjoy those for sure. Also, I've seen someone else join the Patreon. Maybe, oh, it was you. Okay, it was you, Dutch. It said new Patreon member. That's why. Milos with the 5,000 RSD super chat. I don't know what RSD is, but I don't know where you at. But God bless, bro. Nerd question: can King Ghidorah, by definition, be the Trinity to be considered similar to the Trinity? A three-headed dragon, one body, one being, three heads, each has a different personality. When it loses a head, it regenerates and the personality is still there. No, I would not consider that similar to the Trinity because I think that it would be partialism. So you could say that one head can, for example, like you said, be lost and then regenerate. Nah, that because one there can never be two without the other. Even like it can never be that way. This would be like social Trinitarianism, right? And so we would disagree that this is something that can, something that can be said there. But thank you for the kind super chat, bro, for sure. There's a lot of PDFs in the Patreon. There's a PDFs in the Discord, but you only get access to the PDF section in the Discord if you are a Patreon member of $10 tier or above. Hello? Hello?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up? I had a quick question. Do you believe that God can lie?
Do I believe God can lie?
Yeah, like, is it possible?
Like, if you're talking about logical possibility or metaphysical possibility?
Metaphysical.
Well, I think if it depends because, so for instance, in the Orthodox view, we can, the Orthodox view is that, say someone comes to your house and says, is there anybody in your basement? Because if there are people in your basement, then we're going to unalive them. The Orthodox views that we're allowed to lie about that lying isn't always a bad thing. There's also instances in the Bible where God made a sound play for it to sound like the army was coming louder than it was, and you might quote unquote call that lying, but it was a good thing that he did. So if that's what you're referring to by lying, then yeah, there would be no problem with him doing that.
No, not that version of lying. I think that's moral, right? But I'm talking about like actively spreading misinformation. That would be like active deception.
Like for a bad reason?
It can be, yeah, for a bad
Yeah,
reason.
I don't think that God can spread misinformation for a bad reason, though.
Okay, why not?
Well, because I think that his nature is entirely good, and so he's not going to do anything that is wrong.
Why couldn't it be through some third nature that allows him to do so?
Third nature? What do you mean through a third nature?
It's a hypothetical. I mean,
I'm
obviously,
asking, what do you mean by a third nature, though?
yeah, so the same way that it can just be like some nature X that allows God to do sins, things of that nature.
Allows him to do sins?
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Sin
I don't
or
think that. I
lie.
don't think that he could. I think that would directly conflict with the first nature. So I would say no, he couldn't do that.
Okay, so when it comes to the hypostatic union, you don't think there's like a confliction there between what you just told me and that?
Nope.
Okay, so what would be the symmetry breaker?
I don't think there's a confliction between the human nature and divine nature. That's the symmetry breaker.
Okay, so just to be clear, your justification for why God can't sin is because he's all good, right?
Yeah.
The reason why God can be limited is because it doesn't contradict his nature, right?
Yeah, because I think that the limitation, again, is just referring to what he's allowing himself to do. But I don't think that he's limited in the sense that he no longer has the unlimited nature, or that his quote unquote limited nature cannot still do all things.
You believe that the limited nature can do things
Through
that
the
are
divine nature, yeah.
through the divine nature, but
Mhm.
not outside of that, right?
Well, I
Because
don't
then
think
that
that
would
I don't think it's ever separated from the divine nature. So
you don't think it's separate from the divine nature?
no.
I never like that's not even being addressed here. I'm granting that.
Well, you said apart from. Apart from is literally separate.
Not in that manner. I know you don't. Just to say that it's distinct. So I know they operate both to the same person.
Yeah.
Both
So
of those
yeah, when we're
natures.
talking about, again, I don't think it does anything separate. But again, in distinction, I believe that the human nature would do anything that it does would be from the divine.
Anything it does implicator, or just anything that requires that anything like that contradicts nomic modality, for example.
Well, I think all power in general will come from there. Simplicator, all power.
All power is generated from. Okay, I mean that's fine. I can like. Sorry, got a notification. I can even give like a different example since I still think this works regardless. So, for example, him being passable, right? That's not like something that's generated by power from the divine nature, that aptitude to be passable, right? So, the same manner,
Being
you would say it
passable
doesn't contradict.
isn't an action in the first place. So
It's not an act. Exactly, yeah. It doesn't have to be an action. So, I
it's
mean,
not an
that's the.
action nor a power. So I don't know what you mean by this is something
No,
completely
it's a
different.
property though. That's what we're discussing. We're discussing properties.
What we discussed was that any power that the human nature has comes from the divine. That's what we were discussing. We're discussing properties.
Yeah, I was giving you that example specifically because, it's usually the classical way of, getting to the normal LPI people run. But, yeah, so you said if you can just repeat the symmetry breaker one more time.
Yeah, I believe that the symmetry breaker between the two is that the human nature does not contradict the divine nature in any way.
Okay, it doesn't contradict why specifically?
Because I've yet to see any sort of contradiction with it.
No, but what makes it, well, you would agree that it would only be a contradiction if it's in the same respect, right? We would say that Jesus, let's say, has one nature where he lies, or sorry, he is all powerful and not all powerful. That would be a contradiction because it's in respect to the same nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this hypothetical.
And I think also that something that can be in regards to the personhood as well. So if the nature has something that is in regards to the personhood as well, that it is going to be also it can be some sort of contradiction.
So it's not a contradiction because we qualify with respect, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the same thing, I don't see how this isn't like symmetrical to what I said. I was saying that it can be done qua some third nature, which allows him to do so, right? So there isn't a contradiction because we're qualifying a respect of a third nature.
Well, it would be because
I'm
the
not saying,
person is the one who does the action in the first place, right? And if the person itself is good, then it couldn't even do something through some other third nature that is going to be not good because the person himself is good.
so because the person is good, it means that the nature must be good as well.
Well, no, I'm saying it's both. It's that the nature itself is good and also the person himself is good.
Okay, so God can't lie because the person can't lie.
Well, no, I'm saying that God can't do evil or wrong things, right? Because of the fact, even via a third nature, because the person himself is good. And since the person is doing the action, then it would be a direct contradiction, even via a third nature.
Okay, well, I mean, for example, if you believe, well, I still think this like conflicts with the hypostatic union because, for example, if I were to say that God is mutable, the person is immutable, but it's still in direct confliction.
What do you mean the
So
person
even
is
if it's not
immutable?
an action, mutability here just denotes like being apt to change.
Well, yeah, but we're saying that I don't think that there is since again, immutability isn't an action. I'm referring to the actions. I think the person is immutable because of the nature. But why the person can't do evil things is an action which persons do.
Look, but my argument is saying that the person can do an evil action, right? You're assuming, and I'm showing you the contrastiveness with that and the example I'm giving now. If it contradicts the nature, as you said, or the person, as you said, God can't do it simplicator. I'm showing you that if something is true of the nature or true of the person, it doesn't have to be true of the nature as well.
Yeah, I didn't say that it has to be both. I'm saying in this instance, we believe that it's both. We believe that the nature is both good and the person is good since the person is the one doing the good actions.
Yeah, again, I was showing you how that doesn't have to always be the case, right?
Great. I didn't say it was
You
always
would
the
even,
case.
okay, well, I mean, look, I can even reduce it down to God having the aptitude to sin qua nature X. It doesn't have to be
And
an action.
the person would still be the one doing that, right?
He doesn't have to he doesn't have to commit to any action. I'm just showing you it's the capability to. The same way you
Is
would
there
say
any
God
action?
has the
Is there any
capability.
action that a person can do? That it's that a thing, a being can do, that is a person that's not done from the personhood.
Oh, wait, sorry, repeat your question again.
Is there any action that can be done by a being who is a person that's not done from the person?
No, it would, the actions would be done from the person, but that's what's in question, whether the person can lie to begin with or not, right? So, for
Okay, so I'm
example,
saying I don't think that he can, since even his personhood, all of his actions are good. So then there would be a
Yeah,
direct
well-
contradiction there because you would say that since the person is good, and the person's the one doing the actions, he couldn't do anything that's not good.
yeah, again, I'm not showing, well, again, like I'm just trying to demonstrate why that doesn't have to be the line of reasoning explicated in order to resolve the issue that's being presented, because I'm saying even having the capability doesn't require any action. So
Oh, I mean that's fine if you're saying the capability doesn't necessarily have any action, but how's that again? What is the issue with what I'm saying of the fact that since it's the person doing the action, the person's good, he can't do anything evil? I don't know what is the issue with that.
well, I'm not even like discussing that. I reduced it down to you to simple capability.
Okay, I don't think he's capable of doing an action that's evil.
I'm talking about not doing the action itself, just having the capability to sin. Sin doesn't
But
have
that's
to
an
be an
action. Sinning is an action, right?
Not in all cases. They don't have to be an action.
What sin is not an action?
I mean, I'm not too sure why that would necessarily be implicated.
I'm just asking, what sin is not an action?
It's not a necessary implication. I
Okay,
don't
but
even have to be an
we're having a
example.
conversation. I'm asking you a question. You said that sin itself is not an action. What sin is
I
not an
mean,
action?
yeah. So I don't have to like really. I mean, I'm not too. I don't know an example I can give you on, but I'm saying that's not even a
And by the way,
necessary
for those saying
implication.
original sin in the comments, y'all definitely can't track the conversation because he's talking about God doing something. So he's talking about an action, not something that
No,
occurs
we're
already.
talking about capability.
Yes, capability means that you're capable of doing something, right?
It doesn't have to be capability of an action. No,
Capability of what
doesn't
then?
require action.
Are you talking about, you said, can God lie? Can God do something that's wrong?
Yeah, can God do something that's wrong? Yes, that's
Okay, so that's an action,
But I
right?
reduced it even down to
So that's an action, right?
Yeah, I reduced it down to
Okay, great. That's an action. We just mentioned. Now, what action can there be done or what sin can be done? That's not an action.
I don't even have to give you an example for that.
I
I'm
just
saying
want, bro. We're
you're
just
not
talking.
making a
I just want
necessary
to know because you
implication.
said there was. I'm like, this is just a conversation.
I
Bro. Can
didn't
you-
say I didn't say that there was. I'm saying that there's no necessary implication
You
for
did say
all
there
sin to
was.
be.
You said it could be the case that you could
Could
do
be is
something.
just saying it can possibly
Where do you
be
get
the
it from
case.
that it could be the case?
Because there's no necessary implication as to why it can be the case.
Okay, what
nor
is
there
sin? We'll just
something
start because we
impossible
don't.
about
What
it.
is sin?
I'm doing an internal critique. Whatever you take sin to be.
Okay, so I take sin to be something that goes against God, going against God. So
Going
then it would
against
be an
God.
action. Yes.
Okay, wait. Going against God, that's all sin denotes.
Yeah, it's going against God's will. Yeah.
Going against God's will. I mean, sure, like when it comes to that, like I don't know how you would say original sin or a baby having the capability to sin requires going against God.
Okay, and what
Presumably
is
we're not
original
rational
sin?
agents. Yeah, being born with the capability to sin.
Okay, it's just having the corrupted nature is all it is. So it's not
Yeah.
so it itself is not the action of sin that we're talking. There's a difference between personal sin and original sin, right? We're talking about personal sin because you said, "Can God has the capability to do this?" Which is personal sin. So it has so original sin has nothing to do with this at all. Like literally nothing. Anyone saying original sin,
Okay,
nothing
and
to do
by
with
the
it.
way, wait, hold on, because I just realized when you say that, I do want to trace back to what you said earlier because you did claim that the person can't sin, right?
Yeah,
A
God
person
cannot
can be the
sin. Yes,
infant.
God cannot sin.
How do you know that?
Because it would go against him as a person.
Why would it go against him?
Because he is good. Even his personhood is good. And since persons do actions, and we say, can God sin? That's an action. He cannot go against himself.
Okay, what makes you think that being all good is only something predicated towards the divine nature?
I didn't say it was only predicated to the divine nature.
No, sorry, no, not the divine nature. I'm saying, why is that the only necessary implication? Why can't it be done by some other nature in a possible way?
Because I said that since the person himself is good and the person would have to be doing the action, you would say is a good person doing a bad action, which is a contradiction.
Okay, and you receive the content of what it means to be good from what?
From God.
From God. Yeah, that's just circular.
It's not circular. What?
Because the very thing in question is whether what it means to be good denotes what God says,
Yeah,
right?
because we believe that it's grounded in his nature.
It's grounded in his nature. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So if again, like I don't know if you're not understanding the point, but I'm trying to imply that what you take or deem to be good to begin with, doesn't mean that lying is bad or a necessary implication. Nor is that
Well,
like something
again,
you
if
derive.
you're defining, you said you're doing internal critique, and we define sin as bad, as evil, as wrong. And so you said, can God do this? Well, then he would be doing something wrong or bad or evil.
I'm not granting you that specifically because that's the thing that we're trying to, that's what I'm contending.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing in contention, whether being all good denotes being able to lie.
Well, if lying is a sin and lying is bad, then by definition it couldn't occur.
Yeah, how do you know it's a sin? Because God said so,
Because
right?
it's grounded in his nature.
That's just circular again. You're not really telling me anything.
I don't know what you mean. I'm not telling you. I don't know how it being grounded in his nature is circular. Like I don't.
You saying that it's grounded in his nature. Well, first of all, I'm assuming that God. Well, you hold to like a divine command theory, right?
No, divine command theory is different than being grounded in his nature.
Okay, then explicate what you mean by that. But to me, it just still seems like it's circular.
Being grounded in something's nature is going to refer to the fact that it's not based on subjective opinion. If you're holding to divine command theory, it can refer to the fact that it's talking about something that is subjectively said by God to be wrong. But we believe all things that are said to be wrong by God are because they're grounded in his very nature, and that goodness and evil are not subjective, but rather objective.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but like, how do you infer something is good or bad? Because what? God tells you it's good or bad?
Yeah, I think that's how we know, but how they actually are good or bad are based on the fact they're grounded in his nature.
Okay, what makes you think that, for example, lying is something that is grounded within God's nature to denote something that's bad to begin with?
Well, again, I said it depends on how, but what the lie is, because you said there can be good lies, but you said for this specifically, you're denoting a lie. A type of lie is something that is doing it for the wrong reasons, is what you said. And so, since we already said, according to your argument, that it was for wrong reasons, it would be wrong, because that's what you said.
It would be for a wrong reason, but what makes that wrong reason even wrong to begin with?
Well, it doesn't matter what makes it wrong because we already denoted it's wrong. So now we're saying, can God do this if it's wrong? And the answer is no.
No, because you're assuming it's wrong. I'm saying, how do you know
I'm
it's
not
the
what?
case that
I'm
it's
not assuming it's wrong. Do you not remember early in the conversation when I asked what kind of lie are you talking about? Are you talking about one that can be good, or are you talking about one that is done for a wrong reason? And you said one that is done for a wrong reason. So I'm not assuming it's wrong. 20 minutes ago,
Yeah,
you said it
what
was
you
wrong.
imply to mean a wrong reason. If you agree that, for
I didn't
example,
imply. I asked you. I asked you for a wrong reason. You said yes.
it would be for a wrong reason based off what you take to be wrong.
Oh, so it's
for example,
bro. I asked you if the lie is the lie
Oh
for a
my
wrong
God.
reason or not. When you're asking, can God lie? Are you talking about a lie
I'm
that
not
is
too sure
wrong
what's
or a lie that is
complicated.
good?
A lie that you presuppose to be wrong. That's what's in question,
I'm
whether
talking
it's
objectively.
wrong or right.
When you ask, can God lie? Are you talking about an objectively wrong lie or an objectively good lie?
I mean, well, that's the thing in question, whether it is wrong or good.
No, you're not, brother. You're not.
Wrong or
So you're asking me, can God lie? But by lie, I don't really know if it's good or bad.
Because that's the thing in question, whether
It's not that. So you're just
whether
asking me.
it's
So
objective
your
or
whole
not.
argument is whether or not we know how we know something's good or wrong.
Well, first of all, if it's not the case that it's wrong,
How about this? How about this? Let's
this
make
would
it easy. Can
obviously
you
be grounded
formalize your
in God,
argument
then
for
it
me?
would be in.
Let's just make it easy. Can you just formalize your argument for me?
Bro, what?
Instead of asking,
you're the one that said you wanted to have a normal discussion.
Instead of us playing a Q&A game for another 20 minutes and you not knowing what you're saying, just formalize your argument. Explain to me what your argument is.
I was gonna explicate what I was trying to say, but
can you formalize the argument or not?
Yeah, I mean, I can make like a polysyllogism.
Yeah, just sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so just give me a second. Hold on. I'm gonna write it down.
By the way, Pug series for joining the Patreon. Y'all. While he does this, I'll read super chats. Milos with the RSD. The RSD is a Serbian dinar of the Republic of Serbia. And in previous question, I was interested in the opinion of someone who knows all the terms. I'm Christian, Eastern Orthodox. Serbia is above Greece, with North Macedonia between them. Oh, sweet, bro. Well, I'm glad to see people watching from all around the world, bro. God bless, man. And thank you, the Nikki Dash, for the 10 jewels. I didn't even know you. I don't even know what jewels are. I didn't even know you could send them on YouTube. But thank you, appreciate that. God bless. Green
Okay,
chat today for
so
sure. Facts. Oh, you got it now?
yeah, I made a simple modus ponens. So
Okay,
it's
sure.
a polysyllogism, so inferred from both. So if Jesus can't lie, then there is no metaphysical impossibility. There is no metaphysical, or sorry, Jesus can't lie, therefore there is no metaphysical impossibility.
Your first
That's
premise is Jesus can't lie, so there's no metaphysical impossibility.
there. Well, no, if Jesus can lie, there is a metaphysical impossibility. Sorry,
If
reworded it.
Jesus can't lie, then there is a metaphysical impossibility.
If Jesus can't lie, there is another. What?
What the frick are you saying, bro? Please just state your premise one again.
Yeah, if Jesus can't lie, then there is no metaphysical impossibility.
If Jesus can't,
Yeah,
if Jesus can't lie, then there's no metaphysical impossibility.
with Jesus lying, yes.
If he cannot lie, there's no metaphysical impossibility. Where are you getting that from?
There's no metaphysical impossibility for Jesus to lie if he can't lie.
Nigga,
That's
what?
like what?
If Jesus can't lie, then there's no metaphysical impossibility. That's it. That's the premise one.
No, it wouldn't be a metaphysical impossibility in accordance with his nature, obviously.
What? Why we keep changing premise, bro? I'm gonna be honest, bro. Take care, bro. Take care. I literally, this is. I mean, I don't think he knows what he's talking about. I really don't think he knows what he's talking about. I don't. This is insane. He can't even figure out premise one. He can't even figure out premise one. If Jesus can't lie, that means it is not metaphysically impossible. What? Oh my gosh, this is bad, bro. That was horrendous. I'm not gonna lie, that was very, very horrendous, man.
Hello.
Hello?
What's up, Nick? Big
What?
fan, big fan.
Thank you, bro.
You're doing God's work out here, bro. You the goat. So I had a question about First Timothy 2:15.
What about it?
Just the fact that it states that obviously I know that it's talking about like a specific couple. That a woman will be saved. Her salvation is through childbearing. I mean, I know that it's obvious. The Gospels always say that salvation is by faith, but like this one line kind of it tripped me up.
It's because through childbearing, we were all saved. Specifically through the childbearing of Mary.
But what about the immediate context gives us that interpretation?
I don't think you need immediate context to determine an interpretation for verses. I think we can use the context in the books prior.
Okay.
There's a lot of verses that immediate interpretation doesn't give you the true interpretation.
Okay. So okay. Appreciate you, Nick. You to go.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Thank you, dude. All right, we got. See if it connects. This individual is not connecting, so we move on.
He
Rick,
changed
hello.
his name to Angelus.
Rick, hello. Rick, hello.
Yo,
What's up, man?
I don't know if we exactly disagree. I was just talking to someone in your server, and uh, I pinged you to ask if you disagreed with transubstantiation because one of your mods was saying that Saint John of Damascus contradicts the Scythius, Saint Philip of Moscow, and other Orthodox saints that talk about it or use the term. So, is that like something you also hold to, or
It
or no?
depends how you're defining transubstantiation. There's ways to define it which can be proper, and the ways that can define it that are not proper. I mean, we don't agree with transubstantiation the way the Catholic Churches teaches it today.
Yeah, I mean, what Dositheus just says is the basic, like there's a substantial change and, the accidents remain. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, so like for example, like if we put it under a microscope, we don't think it would like be changed. It would not be bread anymore, right? We
Yeah,
don't mean
yeah.
that form of transubstantiation.
Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't disagree with like Dositheus then, and then he like contradicts like Saint John of Damascus.
What did Dositheus say exactly?
I just said, there's a substantial change and that the accidents remain pretty much. I can read it if you need me to.
I don't think that he's, from what I just heard, doesn't seem that he's necessarily wrong. No, I'd have to see more context around what he's saying, but
Yeah. So he says, we believe that after the consecration of the bread and of the wine, there no longer remaineth the substance of the bread and of the wine, but the body itself and the blood of the Lord under the species and form of bread and wine, that is to say, under the accidents of bread.
so yeah, so he said the species of bread and wine are still there, so I wouldn't see any issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what your mod was having
And by the way, I think my mod's in the chat. He said this guy's a liar. I didn't say Damascus contradicts Dositheus. I said your interpretation of Dositheus is wrong. I will personally
Okay.
ban you for lying on my
I never interpreted anything. I just quoted them. But
He said all he said was that your interpretation though of him was wrong. So I don't think he was saying that you were wrong though, or that he was wrong.
okay, I didn't interpret anything, but yeah, I just wanted to like get that out the way because I just see the term used by so many saints, like even like in Pomazanski's dogmatic theology, that it's like, we can't be like, I don't know, and of course the Scythius is dogmatic, so
Yeah, I don't think the term itself is wrong. Again, it just depends on how you're using the term.
no, I agree.
Cool. All right, man. Appreciate it. Take care, bro.
All right, thank you.
How did I know it was gonna be Gazik arguing with him? That man Gazik, he love arguing theology. I love Gazik for that though, man. He always trying to learn. He always trying to study. You know, I like that. That's my boy, man. OG Dog Pound with the $3 New Zealand super chat donation. Not even 1 liter of diesel in New Zealand dollars. God bless. Well, thank you for the 0.8 liters. If I ever decide to come there, man. Daryl, hello.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
None much. About the when you said Christianity and Trinity
Your mic is a little messed
logical.
up. I don't know what's going on with your mic. You got the demons coming through.
No, man. That's one thing I learned from Jesus. Before he said something about people having demons, he actually proved it. So I don't say people have demons or demons coming.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't saying that, brother. I was just making a kind-hearted joke that it sounded like demons were coming through your mic, but thanks for coming up, bro. Just the mic, man. Just the mic. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Because you could find a super chat. Gotta discuss to learn. Can't be correct if I don't make mistakes. This is true. Nothing wrong with that, bro. It's the way I learn too. It's the way I learned too. What's your ethnicity? I'm Italian. Demon's trying to beatbox on his mic, pretty much. Someone said I'm Italian and black. Oh heck no. Oh heck no. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's go next.
Oh, hello there, guy. Do you want to be my little Shabbos guy?
No, thank you. Said Italian, but not Catholic. I broke the chains, man. I broke the chains. The chains are broken. Rome will be Orthodox. All roads lead to Antioch. All roads lead to Constantinople. Come on, y'all know the drillium. All roads lead to Constantinople. Bro, I'm Mexican. I gotta be Catholic. No, you don't. I promise you can break the chains, bro. I promise you can break the chains. Matter of fact, I know someone right now who's Mexican, who Orthodoxy's weighing on their hearts, man. Peter was the first pope, brother. We agree with that. Orthodox agree that Peter was the first pope. We agree. Bro, I'm not Mexican. What should I be? Everyone should be Orthodox. Everyone should be Orthodox. Whole world should be Orthodox. Hello? Hey, what's going
How you
on?
doing? I'm doing good, brother. How you feeling?
I'm good. What you got?
I want to see how consistent you can be about the Trinity.
Okay.
Like I'm a Christian, but I can't logically process the Trinity. So I'll ask you the questions I ask myself, see how you process it, if it helps me.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus is the Son of God.
Yes.
That's what. And the Father. I just want to say what I understand. Jesus, the Son of God, and the Father. He has a Father that's also God, and the Holy Spirit that's also God.
Mm-hmm.
But they all three are God individually.
Well, they're not like individually different gods.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but they're individually different beings.
Nah, they're the same being, different persons.
So what do you mean by that? Right. That's what. All right. So that's what I'm trying to understand. Jesus Christ is a human being. He was born of a woman.
Yes. He was
Right.
a human being born of a woman.
So his being is a human, just like you and I. We are human beings. The Holy Spirit is a spirit being,
Oh,
according to his name.
He's the same being. Is just going to be in reference to like the nature.
No, but I mean, human being doesn't mean a human being and a dog are two different beings. I'm a different being than you. We're both human beings. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
but
saying? We have human
we have
beings.
okay, but I'm saying the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit have an absolutely identical nature. That's why they have the same being.
What do you mean? I hear that, right? But I can't like put it in simpler terms. Like I can't. Like I hear the thing. Like for me, the way it explained, it's like saying there's three different essence. I guess you guys say, and then all three essence make one God, but each essence itself is also different. Is separate from each other.
They're
I
separate.
don't know.
They're
Yeah,
distinct
I really
persons, though,
don't
not
understand.
distinct beings.
Like I don't understand what that means. That's like what you mean by that.
Do you know the
Like for
difference
me,
between
when
like
you say
person
I'm a
and being?
like not, I guess I don't because I can't understand it.
So being a nature is going to be like what you are, right? A person is
Like
who
give me
you
what am
are.
I?
So they're
So
distinct
make
who's,
it
but
me.
not distinct what's.
All right, so give me an example with that. Like with me, I am a what?
Yeah, you are a human being. The difference between me and you, though, is we're different in time and space and whatnot.
We're different persons.
We're different beings as well because we're distinct. We're
But we're
separated
both
in time
human
and space.
beings. Oh, okay. So you're saying a being is something separated in time and space.
Yeah, that's one of the marks of a different being. Yeah.
But in a sense, I could say, me and you are the same being, but me and my dog are not the same being. Because you have the human nature, and I have the human nature, and I
Yeah,
don't
but
have a dog.
since we're like separate in humanity, like we're separate in time and space, we're different beings. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit aren't separated in time and space.
So there are Jesus Christ.
What?
So you're saying the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is a human? Because Jesus Christ
Where
was
did
in
you get
time and
that from?
space. No, he was in time and space, and you're saying the Father and the Holy Spirit wasn't separated from him in time and space, and he lives still.
He wasn't.
So they are.
The Son wasn't separated from time or space.
But I'm saying he partook in time and space. He was a being just like me and you.
Listen, if I were you, I would probably look at something called On the Orthodox Faith by St. John of Damascus. I think you have to learn the terms first of what you're saying. Maybe I'm not able to properly explain them to you. There's a book called On the Orthodox Faith by St. John of Damascus. At the end of it, there's a Trinity section. I would read that.
So you're saying it's mostly something you have to be taught. It's not something you could reason with like simple
You
terms.
can, but you have to actually know what the words mean to be able to reason it.
I know what a person is. I'm a person. You're a person. I
Okay,
know
so
simple terms. So
explain
you can't
me the
explain it
difference
in
between
simple
person
terms.
and nature, then, please, real fast.
Like in what sense? They have different.
What they mean. What is the difference between a person and what is the difference between a nature?
Like I give you an example. We have the nature of a human.
I'm saying, can you distinguish the difference between a person and nature?
My nature is different than a dog's nature.
No, can you tell me the difference between a person and a nature?
Like definition wise, you want me to like
yeah,
Google the
like how would you
definitions?
how would you define a person versus how would you define a nature?
You don't want me to give you an example of what a person is.
Okay,
you want me to give that?
Take it from me, bro. I really don't know what more to say. Yeah, I don't know what more to say, bro. I'm be honest. I don't know what more to say. Grizzy, go to $5 super chat. Polish and Orthodox. Poland is like 97% Catholic. Chains broken. Hey, W chains broken. I want to show y'all this quote too. Which is crazy. I'm gonna show y'all. Everyone always says, "Listen, man, if you're not communing with Rome, you ain't the true church." I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all someone very important who says you got to be in communion with Jerusalem. The Emperor Justin says in Collection Avillana, letter 232 says, Justin cautioned Hormidius that the coercion was not working and that it was necessary to unite everywhere in the venerable churches, and especially the Church of Jerusalem, on which all bestow their goodwill as being the mother of the Christian name, so that no one dares to separate himself from that church. In Rome, so if y'all aren't in communion with Jerusalem, which you're not, that might just be an issue, man. It's very plausible that'd be an issue. I'll show you another one about Jerusalem too, which I believe this is Augustine. He says, when we say to them, if you be Catholic Christians, communicate with that church from the gospel is spread abroad over the whole earth. Communicate that with Jerusalem. Food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Daryl, hopefully his mic's working now. Daryl, hello? Daryl, hello? Hello? Okay, I guess he's not there. Let's see. Grizzy, what a super chat. Papa Leo is going to be crying after seeing this. Listen, Pope Leo's been saying some interesting things lately, guys. Pope Leo's been saying some interesting things lately, guys. Interesting things. I want to hear, if you're Catholic, I want to hear genuinely. If you're Catholic, I want to genuinely hear like what your thoughts are on what Pope Leo's been saying. I'm just interested. I want to hear what you're all, because I've been hearing Catholics that have been saying like it's really issues with it. I'm very interested. Like about like like him talking about the mosque and stuff like that. I'm just genuinely curious to hear what y'all's thoughts are on that, bro. He said, what did he say? I don't want to misquote him, but he said something basically about the mosque being a sacred place. He reminded me to ask my parents what they think. Yeah. That was something very interesting. I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts. The mosque is proper to God. Is that what the quote was? That's what I seen the quote was. I saw the quote said something like a mosque is proper to God. Thoughts? I believe it was from a Catholic source as well. Wait, let me show you guys. I'll just pull it up. I'll just pull it up for y'all. Wait, I'll just pull it up. It's probably on Luigi's page. He probably retweeted it. So let me go to his page. I damn near guarantee he said something about it. Hold on. Let me see. I know this man gotta have it somewhere on there. Still doesn't prove the church false. Jason, stop coping in the comments, bro. I didn't say this proved the church false. I just wanted to hear Catholics' thoughts on it. Dear Lord. Hashtag get a job. Hashtag indeed.com. All right, let me find it. Where was it? He has to have it on here somewhere. Bro, I'm telling you, these Catholics, like some of them, not all Catholics, these Catholics that be in my comments do not have a job. They be camping in my lives waiting for me to say something about Catholicism. Like, like indeed.com, bro. Bro, I can't find it. Wait, I can't find it. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, I know I sent it to someone. Hold on, wait. I know I sent it to someone. For sure I did. Or I screenshotted it. Oh, here it was. Wait. Frick, why do they tweet so much? Why do they tweet so much, bro? Damn. Whatever, but it was Catholic SOTC that tweeted. That says they said that the mosque is proper to God. Oh, Jay Dyer tweeted it? Okay, I figured he would too. That makes sense. I should have just looked his. I figured he would. Okay, let me go to Jay Dyer's profile. I'm trying to find the actual tweet. I'm not trying to find Jay's tweet about it. I'm just trying to see if he retweeted it or something. How do you feel about? Well, no, that wasn't it. It was the same people that. Oh wait, was this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the tweet I saw. I'm not saying this is true or false, but this is what I saw. It was the Pope Leo calls Algiers Mosque a space that is proper to God. I was interested. It was very, very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Grizzly, go to follow super chat. Don't forget there's communion between Christian and Muslims. Yeah, I don't know, man. Milos, the 250 RSD super chat. 2 humans are 2 persons, 2 beings, 1 nature. Trinity is 1 God, 3 persons, 1 being, 1 nature. Yes, sir. Looks good, Milos. Looks good to me. Much better than the 3-headed thing. I'll say that. That's for sure. Well, is a mosque a place to seek God? No, it's not. A mosque is a place to seek Satan. That's what it is. It is a place to seek Satan. Go to a mosque if you want to seek Satan. That is what you do. Just spent $300 on icons? Oh, that's a W. That's pretty sick. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Nick?
What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm all right. I was wondering about are the persons outside of space and time?
Yeah.
The persons, the divine persons of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, does that mean that Jesus, the person of Jesus, underwent a change? Because he did take on the human nature. Well, for clarification, is he still a human?
Like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jesus is fully human and fully God. Nothing changed with God, but something changed with the person.
No, nothing changed with the
Would that
person because he did it through his energies.
he did it through his energies?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, when God incarnates, it's done through his energies, through his operations of action.
The energies are his operations of action.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything? I don't want to take up too much time, so I'm just gonna ask: is there like anything where I can read something short, basically like a summary or something of like the energy things?
There's nothing short that's gonna you're actually gonna be able to understand it.
Really?
You have to. I mean, I recommend if you actually want to like do proper research into it, a good book is Essence and Energies: The Being and Naming of God by Tikhon Pino.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Can you repeat by who?
Yeah, by Tikhon Pino, Tikhon, and in space Pino. It's Essence and Energies: Being and Naming of God.
That's an Orthodox book.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I mean that's pretty much it. You know, I was just wondering because right, if a person undergoes like a change, that would mean that God also has a change since those persons
Right.
are God.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Cool. Yep. Take care, bro. Yeah, we was talking about icons and stuff. After this live, I might go out to the store and I found a good place now. I was talking with one of my friends, and I found a good room I want to put my icon corner in, and so I kind of want to get like a table though to like put there, and I can put my icons on and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. Need to do that. Need to set up all my icons because I have some icons that are like just sitting on my bookshelf and all that, and I need to start putting them up. I have 2 icons behind me, but you know I need to put them up somewhere else. Nick, I want to show you my little prayer area. I'm gonna send it later. W. Do you got a Saint Nick icon? I do not. No, I do not. I have Saint John of Damascus. No, I don't have Saint John of Damascus. I have Saint Basil. I have Michael the Archangel, Jesus, Theotokos. Do I have? I might have Maximus. I don't remember if I have Maximus or not. And I have 1 or 2 more, and I might be getting Saint Nectarios. We'll see. We'll see. Is having icons a way to invite them into your home? Yeah, I would say so. 100%. I would say so. For sure. Nick, I can take the icons. Don't worry about it. No, sir, man. I need my own icons, man. I love it. Collecting icons, man. Oh, and I just bought a prayer mat too. Just bought a prayer mat. So it's gonna be solid, man. It's gonna be solid. Yo, imagine you got a prayer corner. You got a prayer corner. You and then you got a wife, and you and your wife or your husband, y'all praying together on prayer mats. That'd be a beautiful thing, man. That's my goal, man, is to have a family like that one day. A wife that'll do that with me and some kids. I'll get the kids them too. The kids will do that with me, man. That would be fire. Where do you buy your icons from? Either from a church or from, I like Legacy Icons as well. Those two are very good places. Nick want that Latina to do that with. Something like that, man. Nick bought a Muslim prayer rug. You caught me, man. Hey, I would tell y'all the site I got the prayer rug from, or the prayer thing from, but I gotta see if they'll sponsor me first. How old are you? I'm 24. Gazik with a $5 super chat. Nick finally gonna start doing his prostration since he got that prayer mat. Nah, man, I did them on the ground before, man. Ain't no one trying to do no prostrations on the ground. You gotta get a nice little prayer mat to lay on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Modern brand to super chat. Sorry to be that guy. What's an icon? It's all good, bro. You're never that guy. An icon is what we call windows to heaven. So wait, I could just show you. I could just show you to make it easy. Okay. This color is not gonna work on camera. Hold on. This color is not gonna work on camera. Hold on. Ouch. Does this one work? A little bit. Okay, but basically these are icons. And I just hit my toe and that hurt really bad. Freaking hurt, dude. So an icon is it's like a painting of someone who is a saint. Someone like a church father, someone who's passed away that ran the race, they endured until the end, you know? There's ones of Jesus, of Mary, you know, all those people. So yeah. Farrahan, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. $20 super chat. God bless your ministry, brother. Love what you do. Thank you very much. I'm only able to do it from support from people like you. So thank you very much. God bless you for that. So cool to collect. I know. Now the question is, well, I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this when I set it up on my wall, this is what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm gonna do Jesus on top, Mary below him, and then I'm gonna do all the saints around them. Wait, you said you don't have one of St. John of Damascus, your patron saint? I got you. Yeah, I don't think I gotta look. I don't think I have one, though. But I need to double check. You know, one I know I don't have, though, is St. Maximus. Lock in. If anyone wants to send me St. Maximus one, there you go, because I need St. Maximus. That's one I really need, bruh. Look, I have these, too. Like these little ones, like this, for instance. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who this is, but I got this one. I don't know who this is off the top of my head. I don't know. It's a good sentence. And I got this one. I do know who this is. I got this one. You're on fire. I got a lot of little ones too, so you know. Where'd you get that cross? I got this one from church, I believe. I got this one from church. I got that one from church. The reason I say I don't remember if I have a St. John of Damascus icon is because when I looked over there, I saw one that kind of looks like him, so I might have one. I don't know. I'm gonna set up all my icons tonight and find out. Why do you think Catholics use statues instead of icons? I mean, Catholics still use icons too. Why do they use? Wait, you missed one. Super chat purple. Wait, what? What do you mean I missed one super chat purple? I'm confused. What did I miss? Milos, what did I miss, gang? I'm sorry, I don't know what I missed, brother. The talk would have had a super chat. My whole life, 44 years being Catholic, would love to have conversations with you about different things Pope, bishops, or priests have said and done. Would love to. Absolutely. You know, that's my favorite thing to do. I would love to, for sure. The best place to do that, well, there's two best places if you want to have a conversation with me about that. There's two best places to do that. Number one is my Patreon, obviously. If you join the Patreon, this is for everyone here who join the Patreon, there's a tier on there where you can have either one-on-one conversation with me over the phone, or we can do priority DMs where I'll DM you back. Also, the Discord. It's less priority, obviously, because I have to prioritize the Patreon. But Discord's also a good place where we can chat at if anyone wants to chat about things. Grazik with a $10 super chat. Quick reminder to everyone, these are holy things. These are not collectibles. If you do not intend on venerating them properly, I kind of ask you to rethink getting them. Yes, 100%. That's a great point. Yeah. Only get icons if you will venerate them. Right? Kiss the icon, venerate it. This is holy. These things are holy. How many icons you got, Nick? Make an estimate. Probably around 5 or 6. Idol worshiping? How is an idol? We don't believe this piece of wood is our God. We believe it depicts our God. It's not idol worship. It's only idol worship if we're worshiping the wood, which we're not doing. One thing I want to do this year, man, I gotta save up and I gotta spend at least $400 or $500 at my Greek festival this year. Because last year they had a bunch of stuff from Greece, handmade stuff from Greece, and I was like, bro, it was all so expensive. But I was like, dang, I wanted them. Do you believe icons can heal / do miracles? I don't think the icons themselves can, but the saints can intercede if you pray to them. They can, do miracles through that. So you're gonna get US icons from the what do you mean US icons from the festival? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean. Reader, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, you mind if I icon mog real quick? I'm a boomer. I don't know if I use that term right real quick there.
You can. You'll have to. They won't be able to see, but I'll be able to see. But I see the icons in the background. You're definitely mogging. I'm not gonna lie. You're definitely mogging.
All right, hold up. I just mounted this one on Holy Friday. Woo!
That's insane. Y'all can't see chat, but yeah, he got some insane icons for sure. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's from the artist in Serbia.
Where'd you get that from?
That's from an artist in Serbia who paints actually a lot of churches. He does a lot of frescoes.
Here, I want to show them all. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on the screen. Hold on, wait, hold on one sec. Let me put you on the screen here. And you can turn your camera around to get a better view.
Milosh out. When you say his name, it's Milosh, like SH.
Say whose name?
You call him Milos, but his name is Milosh.
Oh yeah. Oh, they do that super chat. Yeah. Okay, you can show it now. They can see. Yeah, that's hard.
Tajna Večera, Mystical Supper. This is my wife's patron saint. We have the woman with the issue of blood being healed.
That's crazy.
Painted by the same artist. And then most of these I actually got in Athos in September when I went on my pilgrimage.
Dang.
That is Troja Rucica, the three-handed mother of God. You would know her, St. John of Damascus,
Yeah.
of course. And then this is
I like
from
that. I
the...
want to get that. I want to get like a cross like that to put up top too.
Yo, check this guy out on Instagram. This is Theosis Woodworks.
Theosis
They're
Woodworks. Okay.
priced incredibly well, and I'm sure he might even hook you up. This one's from St. Andrew's Skeet, some of the monks.
Wow.
And these I reclaimed from a Russian battle priest who retired. And so he sold me a bunch of his Russian hand-painted ones. Pantocrator, also from Greece, hand-painted. I use my Athos trips to get icons for cheap because they're so
Wow.
expensive from the American guys.
Man, I'm jealous. You about to make me spend a lot. Hey, if anyone wants to super chat me some money to buy icons, let me know, man. Hey, you about to make me send. You about to make me spend a bunch of money, man. I'm gonna go have to look up that dude because that's crazy.
Yeah, I can even shoot you a message on Instagram with some of their links.
Yeah,
Like,
do that. Do that. I'll have to take a look.
Example. That giant Last Supper, the homie in Serbia, his pricing's so fair. This giant thing was 800 euros.
How much is that in US? Do you know?
Like 1,000, 1,100.
Oh,
Look at
boy,
the size,
that boy
though.
said,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's a little expensive, gang.
but
Go
it's
lie, man.
almost the size for an iconostasis.
Nah, I know, like it's a fair price, but what?
The regular ones are like 200.
Yeah, that's crazy. Those
That's
are
really
sick.
good. 8 by 12.
Yeah, though, I'm not gonna lie,
just a
those are
boomer
crazy.
wanted to use the word mog, so thanks for indulging me.
Hey, there you go, bro. I appreciate you coming up and showing us, big dog.
All right, have a great day, man.
All right, man. See you, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, those were pretty sick, bro. Those were pretty sick. Shout out Serbia, came in for the UFC to go. Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Shout out Serbia. Gazzico to super chat. That is truly amazing. Wow, bro. I'm jealous, man. Let me tell you what. The Nikki with a 2 jewels. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless. A sentence with $20 super chat. Here's $20 for your icons. Thank you. And then Loki Chico sent another $10 for your icon sendings free. Thank you very much. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all very much, man. Also, a good way if anyone wants to give to the ministry, a great way to donate to the ministry without all the YouTube fees and stuff is the Give Butter. That link is in the bio of the YouTube if anyone wants to give there. Man, though, let me tell you what, I need to go get me some and I'm telling you tonight I'm gonna definitely start making my icon wall tonight. I don't need 10 pennies, Nick. Go crazy. God bless you. Appreciate you, bro. Where to buy the best icons? Well, Legacy Icons is the most like worldwide one that like anyone can get, but like, there's the one that he mentioned. I don't know the name. He said he was gonna send it to me, so show us next time you're live. Okay, yeah, I'll have to take a picture of it. Maybe I can put it on in the background and show you guys whenever I make mine next. I might not be done with it for a couple of like a week or so because that's when my prayer mat comes in. I think like a week. So I'd have to see. Do you want a single penny that I go towards the next icon? I appreciate all gifts. So can you hook us up with a plug if you do get the link in the Discord? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I bet. Listen, I bet I could partner with somebody who does icons. And if any of you guys know someone, bring them my way. I bet you I could partner with someone who does icons that would give us all a discount. Since I have such a big Discord of 1,500 people, that I could basically, that I could plug it with. So I bet you I could get us all a good little discount. So do you guys believe that's what Jesus actually looked like? Yeah, we do. I would order some. All right, well, listen, before y'all order any icons, man, just give me a week. Let me find some people to work with, some icon people to work with, man. And, we can make something happen, man. And like I said, if you guys know anyone personally that does icons that you can hook me up with, let me know. I'll put them into the, I'll reach out to them, see if we can't put them in the Discord and all that, man. So it's a beautiful thing about Discord and everything, man. We got the what's it called? We got the 1,500 Discord. We got YouTube going crazy. We're doing good things, man. Milosh, I think is what he said his name was. RSD is a Serbian Dinar of Republic of Serbia. In the previous question, I was interested in the opinion of someone who knows all the terms. Wait, Milos, you already asked this. Wait, Milos, was this the super chat you said I missed? Because if so, I didn't miss this. We already did say this. Chat remembers. I read this same exact super chat earlier. You must have just not seen it or something. But yeah, man, I read your super chat before, bro. Appreciate you though. God bless you, Milos. Assyrian Warrior, 10 on super chat. Collect the jizya, Habibi. Big shout out from the Assyrian Christians. We love your work. Thank you very much. I appreciate all y'all support over there. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all very much. What you really need to do is to find a clipper. Anyone can clip for me and send to me, but yes, I totally agree. If anyone is interested in becoming a clipper for me, maybe we can work something out, man. DM me on Discord. Maybe we can work something out. It would be cool to set it up with a monastery to support them. That would be cool. I can actually speak with my priest about that. I'm meeting with my priest on Tuesday. So maybe I'll speak with my priest about that. Might be a good idea, actually. How much would you pay me to clip? Don't know. Haven't thought about it, really. Don't know, man. I don't know. 50 cents per clip? That's crazy. If you're going full-time, get a clipper. I'll do it for a stack of clip. Oh, heck nah. Well, I am going full-time now because of y'all support. But yeah. When are you spending a month in the monastery? I don't know about that. A whole month in a monastery? I don't know about that. I probably have to have a trial clipper and make sure he does good clips and then pay him after. Hands, which else super chat? Custom icon artist as a sponsor would be fire. That would be very fire. I need to sort that out though. Guys, there's over 300 people, or 400 people in total on TikTok too. If anyone knows anybody, let me know. We can see what happens, man. Take up some guests on TikTok.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Listen, I'm a Trinitarian, but I have a question for you. I remember I saw a video of you, and I think you were talking to Avery, and you gave like this fire example of why God needed to come down, and you compared it to like a painting and something, but I cannot find the video, and I'm trying to find the book that you were talking about.
It's on my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, the conversation was there, but it'd be better to go to the book where I got it from. So the book is On the Incarnation by Athanasius. It's not a long book, and it has the exact analogy the way I said it, but much better than I said it, obviously.
And that's the one that you said also has a free PDF. I remember the video. I
Yes.
just don't remember. I don't remember what video it was.
Yeah, if you go On the Incarnation by Athanasius PDF, you'll find there's a lot of free PDFs of it online.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That live that I saw changed the way I perceive everything.
Heck yeah,
like
bro.
it's bro. Oh my gosh, you're tough, and you know you tough too. Look at that, like he's tough. Look, he's smiling and everything. He know he's tough.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming up, bro. You got to dip, bro, with all that glaze, though, man. You got to dip with all that glaze, bro. Appreciate it, though, G. God bless you, man. But yeah, if you did want to watch that video, it's on my channel still. It's still on my YouTube channel. It's like just discussion with God Logic. It's on the videos. W Glaze, though, for sure. Say you doing tricks on it, bro. Watch out. Chrissy got to shot W Nick Glaze. Amen. Nick got too much motion now. Is there such thing as too much motion? Too much motion ain't enough motion. Was that the Instagram live? Yeah, that's what he's talking about. It's Instagram live. Bro, if you can't show Christianity or Trinity of God in scripture from Genesis to Revelation, stop it. I can. I can. So what are we on about, G? Orthodox Muslims live right now. Are you going to debate him one day? I already have. Next, we're going to need Nick to start posing like the fathers. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. Was that when God Logic was interested in the Eucharist? Yeah, we someone I was just like randomly scrolling through Instagram lives, and then I was seeing he was live, and he's never live on Instagram, and someone asked a question about me. It's like, oh, okay, I'll go up. Which I don't even really be on Instagram like that, but if y'all do want to follow my Instagram is NickSWV. My Instagram is NickSWV. If y'all do want to follow me, I be occasionally posting some stuff on there, posting stories. If y'all want to follow me on there, feel free to follow me on there. Also, it looks like I'll be baptized in June. It's supposed to be this month, but I wasn't set up properly. That's okay, bro. It'll be worth it. Nick versus Sheikh Uthman would be bullying. No cap. Okay, now my phone's finna start buzzing because people about to start following me. That's my fault. I should have known. That's my fault. That was my phone. It was gonna have OB Orthodox. Let me see. I need to see what icon I should get next, man. I don't even know. Okay, mods on the YouTube. Make sure to mute him. Have you ever debated allegedly Ian? Yeah, a while ago. He spams that in all my lives, so it's just a bot. It's not a real person. Debate him? Who, Ian? That boy irrelevant. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Nick, are you planning on doing any trips or conferences or meetup? Why are my comments not? Hold on, let me do this so they can refresh and everything. Let me do this so they can refresh. And my comments aren't refreshing. Are you planning on doing any trips or conferences and meetups? Yeah, I'll be doing. Yeah, for sure. I might go to. If not this debate con, I might be at the next debate con. So we'll see. I don't know yet when, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, good. So you believe Father is God?
Yeah.
Jesus is God?
Mm-hmm.
And the Holy Ghost is God?
Yeah.
Okay, so prove to me that they are gods.
Prove to you what?
That they are God.
Okay, which one would you like me to start with?
Do whatever you want, bro.
Okay, the Father. The Father's clearly God. Because John 14:28 says that he's God. Do you agree or disagree? It says the Father is the God of all.
Because John 14 said it, then it's that's a fact.
Are you not asking me for scripture to prove it, or how are you asking me to prove it?
Just prove it. Prove it that
In
you
what
have
way?
three gods in one. Like evidence, man.
Can I use the Bible?
You can. You want to use a book?
Brother, what type of evidence should I use for you?
So you're using a book?
Okay, take care, man. I mean, are we so serious? I mean, bro, like I tried. I really did try. I really did. I mean, all I did was just ask that man, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, man? I don't know. Books aren't evidence? No. Guys, don't read books. What? Don't read books? What are y'all doing reading books? He did not have the brain capacity to run that argument. This is true. He did not have the brain capacity. This is true. This is true. Guys, we need one more Patreon member before the live ends. We need one more Patreon member to join the Patreon before the live ends. We need one more Patreon member, man. Join the Patreon. Link in bio. We need one more Patreon member. Uh, ever considered changing your name to Nick Dullah bin Abdul? No, not particularly. Not particularly. Nothing I can't understand is evidence, Nick. Duh. If I can't read it, it's not evidence. Yeah, if you can't understand it, it can't work. Nobody joined, so he doesn't end? Wow. So you not rocking with me, man. Not rocking with me, man. Listen, I'm just trying to grow the Patreon, man. The Patreon is the place to be. I'm trying to grow it as much as possible. So if y'all trying to support, man, join the Patreon. Can you explain relative identity and if Hindus hold to it, they're also monotheists? Well, Hindus wouldn't. I mean, it depends. Like, typically Hindus are going to hold some preconceived notion that they're different gods in the first place, so they wouldn't even formalize it using relative identity, so... Nick Jordan told me meet and greet photos are 200. Is he trolling? Yes, he's obviously trolling. Yes, he's obviously trolling. How many gods died on the cross? One. Nick, when are you gonna get that fit we talked about? How a lot of get a chef hat? I don't know yet. Tis a good question. It also depends on the Hindu. Most of them are barely polytheistic in a meaningful sense. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We still going to Germany, bro. I thought we was done with Germany, man. Real question, would you, Juju, and Sig ever hold a sort of logic workshop / Patreon thing to help people learning, try to exercise knowledge? Yeah. But listen, when the Patreon, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. So right now we have 130 members in the Patreon. I'm thinking when we either get to 150 or to 200, I'll start hosting Patreon-only members live streams. So, yeah, I'll probably start doing that soon. That would be, where we just answer questions, do workshops, logic workshops, like all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. Brother, do you know goat ate the Quran? Bro. Nick, when are you doing an open Q&A panel? I don't know yet. I'm trying to get my Patreon up so everyone can do it that way. That's my goal right now. So if y'all want to do that, y'all got to join the Patreon, man. Have you ever done a formal debate? Yes, I've done 2. I've done 2 formal debates in the last month. Would you talk to Halal Christian again? I really don't feel like beating my head against a brick wall, so not particularly. I seen David Wood eat the Quran and he's the GOAT, so that's true. I'm dead. I mean, doing a stream in the room is not restricted, only people disagree. I've done that before, but also Milos, I don't know what the frick you're saying, bro. I don't even know. I appreciate the support. However much that I appreciate the support, I ain't got not a clue in the world what you said, bro. That boy is speaking in Hebrew. I don't know what he just said. But hey, W super chat, man. Appreciate you, G. It's good. Don't worry. He is basically glazing you. Oh, W Milos then, man. Best argument against Islam? Probably the continuity argument. You mean Russian, dude? I don't know what it is. He said, God bless you and grant you the blessing to always have a normal and logically correct conversation. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. If that's really what he said. Okay, 2 people said it, so it must be true. Thank y'all for translating it. Thank y'all for translating it, man. Well, with that being said, it's coming up any second now. Yeah, low key. You ain't lying, man. What happened to giving homework? Bro, last time I gave y'all homework, y'all didn't even do it, bro. 90% of y'all didn't even do it. I'll give homework to the Patreon because the YouTube, y'all don't be doing it. Yeah, listen, The only way you guys are gonna do homework is if you're paying for it. So this is why y'all gotta join the Patreon so I can give you a homework there. That's why, man. That's why. Who's the best Unitarian debater right now? Bruh, ain't really any good ones. I'm gonna be honest. What was the homework? Bruh, I don't remember. It was like months ago. That was like months ago. I read oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I told y'all to read Wisdom of Solomon. I think chapter 7 or something. Yeah, that's what it was. How am I a selfish teacher if I gave y'all... Listen, if a teacher keeps giving students work and they never do it, the teacher gonna stop caring. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeeping the homework. If y'all did it the first time that I asked y'all to, I would have kept going. But you guys wanted to, y'all boys wanted to, y'all wanted to slack off and go do whatever you did instead of doing my homework. And I think that's unreasonable. Petition to ban homework worldwide. I'm the biggest bear in this chat, not gonna lie. Until Bear the Image comes in. I'm gonna end the TikTok live here. Appreciate y'all, TikTok. God bless y'all, man. Go subscribe to YouTube, link in bio. I only really care about, don't worry, YouTube. I care about y'all way more than TikTok. Don't let them hear that, though. But I do. How about if the homework is done, you gift a random gifted membership? That might be something I do. In Ontario, Canada, kids don't get homework anymore in elementary school. Wow, must be nice. Homework contradicts the law of the logic, so I ain't doing it. Now you're going to have to prove that. You're going to have to prove that. Why do you hate us on TikTok? We don't hate y'all, but everyone that's coming from the TikTok right now, you guys should be on the YouTube instead. If you're coming over from TikTok right now, you guys should turn on the notifications on the YouTube channel. You guys should be on here instead every day I go live. All right. Notifications on. Turn the notifications on. It's next to the subscribe button. All right. With that being said, God bless you guys. Thank you all for coming on today. We'll see y'all again here in 2 days, man. We'll be live again. God bless you guys. Go watch my previous video uploaded if you haven't yet. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, God bless you, and I'll see y'all next time.